Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do. Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family. I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes. It's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga. Cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure. Got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard. Tell them it's all true. Be cautious. That foundation fall till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times 2. Ain't no more heart in this game. I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche. Way above average. Revenge taste sweet. Told him make me an hypocrite. Left us in the valley full of bones. This where hope found. Child become a man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evanston with Mark Quad. Telling me how them crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Poke a stop, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Let my light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantula. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I want it black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Waldo. Sleep if they want, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yahanna, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
All right, let's go. Yahanna, to all the brothers and sisters. I.S.U.P.K. DC scripture breakdown Wednesday class and law. We're gonna be rocking it out tonight. You all know I.S.U.P.K. on the command journey. Yahanna, hardest working man in Israel. He gonna be heading down to Nashville, Tennessee this weekend. You'll get Tennessee at hand, man. They're all gonna be there soon. These phones, boy. They're all gonna be there down there in Tennessee, man. So y'all make your way down there and rock it out for the cookout season coming up, all right? Or really started. So y'all know it's 250 anniversary. Supposedly something special, I don't know. But we're gonna check it out tonight and see what it is. If anybody have any questions, if you're all on phones, put your phones on vibrate, all right? Just remember to put it back up after class. And then we go rock and roll. All right, any questions in the room or on the chat? All right, any questions in the room or on the chat? So you have America 250 coming up. Trump done had the UFC in the White House totally desecrate the vintage of the house. Damn near, that's how you had to describe it. I can't say legacy, but the vintage of the house. In about a month's time, he gonna have Formula One cars on the streets of DC. This sounds to me like one of them CEOs who know his company going bankrupt, and he just trying to spend every penny he could before the destruction comes. Because it doesn't make sense. I've never seen no U.S. president do nothing like what he's doing, and it's not in a good way. Like, he's not setting precedents in a good way. All right, so let's go. Any questions in class? Any questions on the chat? Go ahead, please. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right. Other than that, anybody have any questions? Anything that need broken down? Any questions they had to ask? We could get into that for sure. You good, young brother? You sure? You know the whole Bible? Listen, y'all can call me during the week. I have to be fumbling with one hand on the phone now. Y'all ask your questions now, brother. Y'all get them in. Don't wait. Izan, you good?
No, I do.
Come on, let's get it.
Jeremiah. I wrote it down, so I'm trying to find it real quick.
No worries. Ain't no worries. If anybody online have questions, let me know. All right.
So in Jeremiah 1:11, where it says, I see a rod of an almond tree. I just wanted to, get a little bit more clarity on that part.
Good. You're making me regret asking if you have a question. That doesn't sound familiar. I'm gonna tell you straight up. All right, hold on. You gotta read the way it is, sir. If you don't mind.
So, Book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me find it for you. All right. Jeremiah 1 and what? And 11?
Yes.
Okay, I might need to skip up a little bit, all right? Skip up to... Hold up. Skip up to 5. Do you understand everything before that?
Well, in that case, can I get the whole thing?
Okay, we could start from 5.
Okay, come. The book of Jeremiah, chapter.
And then you're gonna have to read past a little bit that part, because he's asking him what he's seeing to make a point to him. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly,
mm-hmm.
I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee,
mm-hmm.
and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Okay.
6. Then said I, Ah, Lord, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. But the Lord said unto me, Say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I shall send thee,
mm-hmm.
and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Right, which is what a lot of the times, brothers who come to serve the Lord end up saying at first, because you don't have the confidence that you could do the job. You get the point? That's half the reason why most brothers or sisters don't even make it to the class, because from the outside looking in, this life seems impossible. This job seems impossible. It seems like, this thing cannot be done. You could never do. Sometimes your conscience from your prior life was not going to let you live. It's just, you look at yourself in the mirror and you start to talk to yourself. Who you think you fooling? Remember what you used to do. This, that, the other. Why is it? You get the point? Like, why even try? Why bother? So he's telling them this, and Jeremiah is like, this is not something I could do, right? So this just letting you know, if you're young in the truth and you're going through that same thing, it's normal. It's normal to have so much doubt, because this life only breeds you to have confidence in serving the oppressor. If somebody come and tell you, they pull you off the street right now, I'm giving you an NFL contract, are you gonna not show up because you know you're not fit for the NFL, or you're gonna show up?
Show up.
You're gonna show up. Yeah, y'all ain't had the wisdom yet. I probably won't. Let people wonder how good I would be. I turned down that Dave Chappelle turned down 50 million. Why would you show up? Nigga, you're not even making the first training session. Them niggas doing that for 10, 15 years and throw up every preseason from running so hard. What are you going there to do? But in your mind, you can go there and I could make it. I have a shot. But this thing doesn't seem like you have a shot ever. Why? Because 50 million not attached to it? We're looking for Shapad. Oh shit, goddamn. All right, no sweat. Right? So it's a normal part of it, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, Behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down and to build and to plant.
All right, so what he's saying there? What's them last two verses? Go ahead.
Is it saying that he has given them the wisdom or the words to to go against, I guess, to fish people out of these kingdoms?
Okay.
To basically waken them up and let them know that the kingdom that they're in is destroyed or is coming down.
And just before we move on from 9, this is another precept, because most brothers, just from Esau's education system, most brothers do not naturally know how to speak in public. Most brothers don't even have the words to advocate for themselves in any situation, because we just not trained to do stuff like that. You get the point? We just, from young, we're trained for the obvious, brute force. You get the point? And a woman is trained to look good, and in most cases receive things without merit, which is why you hear the argument, but it's a woman, it's a female, you get the point? That's how it is. Like in Esau society, we learn to live under very base conditions, very base, nothing else. So most brothers don't even, okay, I could do the job if I just come and stand on post. But the minute you hear, well, brother, you can't stay on post, you're going to have to speak one day. The amount of men just never turn back up. The fact that you all come in is still a miracle, because most brothers, what, had to speak one day? I done seen brothers pass the test. The first day they had to speak, that's the last day I've seen them. Never came to Passover camp, they're done. You get the point? And it's you can't blame them brothers. It's Esau done bred you to not want to be up there. So the Lord had to say, you don't have to think about what you're going to say. I'll put words in your mouth. You just do what you're taught to do and say what you're taught to say. You don't have to think about it, which is why this is the easiest job in the world, Doc. This is the easiest job in the world. The test is the easiest thing. It's so easy, it's hard. It's so simple. Nah, that shit could never work. You're crazy. Go ahead.
Just real quick. So them being afraid to speak, would you say that's the spirit of the white man that they gave him? Like,
it's the spirit that the oppressor wants us to have. Not so much the spirit that the oppressor gave us, because that's not his spirit. He'll go up there and say whatever it takes if power is on the table. The spirit that he wants us to have is that spirit. You get the point?
yeah, come on.
So that's the Lord reassuring you. He had to do the same thing with Moses. You get the point? Go ahead, where you at? Read on.
Verse 10. Verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
You understand? Like, that's the charge we have as priests of the Lord. You have to go out there and lift up and destroy. You have to cut and mend, all in the same thing, by doing what? Like some figures will read this and say, the Lord said go throw down. The Lord said pull down nations and destroy, and take up guns and go join the not fucking around crew and go try to take over the capital. Because you see, that's what it says there. Right? What you got, Chappelle? I'm gonna let him answer if he was gonna answer the question. I know. I mean, goddamn, Shabbat, you already know it. What you want to argue? Shit, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, to point out their hypocrisies.
Okay, so how would you do that? Like, it says to tear down and destroy, to throw down, to build, and to plant. What's the means of how you get to achieve that? It's so simple, it's hard.
Come
on, it's right there.
I would say just putting your faith in the Lord and giving him
That's true, but that's not the answer. That's not the answer. It's true, but it's not the answer. You want to let the young brother try?
I would say to show your dominance. Show the dominance.
In what way? So remember, it's so simple, it's hard. It's so simple. Give me the one in 1 Corinthians 1:10 or 1:20. Any Isaiah, you want to try it again? Is it 10 and 20? Oh. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. So he gave him confidence.
You don't even have to be confident that Jonah was not confident about doing this job. Remember, Jonah didn't even want to go to do the shit. He said, listen, I know how you are. It's just so easy, it's hard. Read 9 one more time.
Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Keep reading.
Verse 10. See, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down.
So how did the Lord set a priest and prophet over the nations, over the kingdoms?
He gave him authority.
How?
By putting the words in his mouth.
Exactly. So how are you going to throw down kingdoms and pull down kingdoms?
By saying the words.
By speaking.
By speaking.
That's it. You could do this shit paralyzed in a hospital bed, and they'll send the FBI in there to silence you. You get the point? Words, what you say is going to tear this kingdom down. What you say is going to stop somebody from getting high. What you say is going to stop somebody from aborting their baby, which is why they get so mad at the abortion sign. They see the abortion sign and they instantly see what they just went to do or what they was thinking about doing, and they kick it. That sign get probably the most violations that camp have ever seen. That abortion sign. You get the point? The things you say out your mouth are cause kingdoms to topple. You understand? And that's all you have to do. Come in here, obey the Lord, and go say what he once said. That's it. That's the job. You say it until the end. You get the point? So that's the premise for what he's about to say next. All right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 11. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. Then said the Lord unto me, thou hast seen, that's how, thou hast well seen, for I will hasten my word, hasten my word to perform it.
To perform it, meaning, so the rod of an almond tree, what is that? Just think. I don't want to give it to you all the way. Just think, okay, just think like just what, okay, this is the Lord talking to Jeremiah, and he asked him what he see. He see the rod of an almond tree. Just take all the Christianity off it. Don't think magic. Just think what you see.
A branch.
I'll take that. Anybody else? I'll take a branch. Anybody else? Oh, Slacky, go ahead, brother.
I say life.
Say again.
As the almond tree is the life.
Okay, don't that in itself too is also thinking like, hey, what's going on? That's Big Levi in the house. Big Levi in the house, giving my hand. Listen, I wasn't sure who the hell was walking in there, and I was like, who's this new brother? Yeah, I mean. So okay, don't think like that. Just think simple. The rod of an almond tree. He was closer when he said the branch. So what would it be? No, not that one. One of these, right? No, the metal ones. The brother kind of pushed those a little too far out. You could sit on that side too, or you could sit on this one in the back where you put your the bar. You can sit there too if you want to. No sweater. All right, just for time's sake. For time's sake, staff. A staff, and this staff came from an almond tree. It's like it would be easier for you to understand if he said a rod of iron. Now you would be like, well, it got to be a big pole made from iron. You get the point? It's easier. Just take the Christianity off of everything. Don't think magical. Don't think, mysticism. Don't think, well, this really means that the almond tree is what he said, freedom. How is the almond tree freedom? I don't know. If it was freedom, I think George Washington would have sent an almond tree to the UK in 1776 and say we free. If the almond tree was freedom, good. I'm a pass for right now, but I'm gonna enjoy later. To water tour. You could get done if you want, all right? But don't always think the simple thing. The scripture breakdown, usually if there's something that it's not all the way clear, picture what they're telling you. Start there. And from there, you relate it in context to what's going on. You get the point? That's what it is. All right. Keep going. Read 11 one more time.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 11.
Hold up. I think Bukwash. No, go ahead.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Jeremiah, what seest thou? And I said, I see a rod of an almond tree.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. Then said the Lord unto me, thou hast well seen.
Mm-hmm.
I will hasten my word to perform it.
Mm-hmm. So he's going to keep his word. He's going to hasten it, meaning he's going to press the issue now to do what he said he was going to do, which is destroy these nations. You get the point, and raise us up. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the word of the Lord came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I see a seething pot,
Mm-hmm.
and the face thereof is toward the north.
All right. So this, you see a seething pot. Seething pot meaning what? Seething pot meaning what? You could look up seething if you're unsure. All right. Give you a hint if you want. Outside these doors is a seething atmosphere versus in here it's cooler. A seething pot. Go ahead.
So a hot pot, a boiling
That's what it
pot.
says?
Well, it says extremely angry, furious, agitated, often with intense emotion.
Seething. So that's seething in terms of applying to your feelings or how you feel about something.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Or boiling just beneath the surface.
Right, boiling just beneath the surface, meaning it's very hot. It's about to start to bubble. You know, when a pot bubbles, it's violent. The bubbles is, you put your hand over it, it'll splash up. You get the point? So just before there, like a seething pot. This pot is hot. Something's hot and it's brewing in that pot. And the face of this pot is towards the north. Right, go ahead.
Verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Lord said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth up on all the inhabitants of the land.
Mm-hmm.
15. For lo, I will come, for lo, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, saith the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall come, and they shall set every one his throne at the entering of the gates of Jerusalem,
Mm-hmm.
and against all the walls thereof around about, and against all the cities of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. And I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto other gods, and worship the works of their own hands.
Mm-hmm. So now you getting an idea what is this talking about? Let me hear it. Break it down.
So I guess this is a precept of World War III almost.
Mm-mm. Okay, you probably could use it precept on precept, line upon line, but this is specific in what it's talking about. This is a little bit more specific in what it's talking about.
So this would be reuniting the kingdoms.
This is a step towards it. This is when the northern kingdom rebelled against the Lord.
Okay.
And that's why he's saying, I'll set a staff in your hand and you will tear down and do this and do that. And remember, of course, once the kingdom fully split, the Assyrians came in and took the northern kingdom into captivity and left the southern kingdom. So he's saying now he's going to bring everybody against the gates of Judah. And there he will start to charge them. You get the point? So now that's what this is applying to. But the metaphor, the staff and the seething pot is that. You get the point? The staff is, I'm going to send a prophet to defend the sheep. Because that's what a staff is used for, to fight off the bears, the animals, keep the sheep in line. Mm-hmm. The sheep straying away, you tap it, you pull it in. The old school staff would have that hook. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
To pull that damn sheep back in line. You get the point? And the seething pot is like, I'm boiling, I'm hot now. I'm hot because of what's going on in the north. That had to stop. Go ahead, Shaprat.
Like, if I could, quick comment in the chat. Dawada Ephraim Yasha'Allah said, in both botanical classification and physical density, almond wood is exceptionally hard, heavy, and dense.
God damn, read that one more time.
Come, sir. In both botanical classification and physical density, almond wood is exceptionally hard, heavy, and dense.
Almond wood is exceptionally hard, heavy, and dense. I would have never ever guessed that shit out. You get the point? So that's definitely why. And of course, we won't know that because we are so far removed from not so much agriculture, but just getting things ourselves. You get the point? Like we don't raise our own sheep or cows or chickens. We don't plant our own food and reap our own food, at least not nationwide. You get the point? So certain traits we just don't know, and we're not going to be able to correlate the two. A good example was last week on the radio show, Captain Kahan. We was going through, I forget what was the point, but the wheat and the tares came up, right? And he said, if you've seen wheat and tares, you damn near can't tell the difference. Pull up a picture of, just pull up wheat and tares. Pull up wheat compared to tares, or what does wheat and tares look like? And it's like you can't tell the difference between the wheat and the tares. And it was such a heavy point. And it's like, we really don't, we're so far removed from a lot of things that when you hear biblical references, we can't make the full correlation. You get the point? A rod of almond is a staff made from an almond tree. But brother, go into the botanics of it. That almond is very hard, is a tough tree, and that's what you're gonna need, because why? You're gonna have to hit a bear with this. You're gonna have to fight a lion with this shit. You might have to fight robbers, which means it's another staff you're fighting against, or something else. And you had to keep the sheep in line too. You get the point? This got to withstand a whole lot of. You get the point? You're able to pull it up? No, look at that there. Which one is which? You can't tell. Which is why the scripture is saying, let the wheat grow with the tares. Because if you go to pull out wheat, which one you pulling up? That's why he say careful, because if you uproot the tares, you might pull up wheat too. Just let the wheat grow with the tares. Now, understanding that, how much more sense that scripture make? It just, that whole, you ain't need to get no whole breakdown on this shit. You see wheat and tares, just leave that, man. Just leave it, let it grow together, because you try to pull that shit up, you're going to have a whole big patch in the lawn. Think like that. Like, you pulling up something on the grass, you have a whole big hole. Like, just let them grow together. Let them grow together. Later on, Christ he going to know which one is which. Let them grow together. You get the point? So it's damn near like part of the understanding of this is we really have to separate and go back to how things used to be and get our own ourselves, because we're going to get a ton more understanding. We'll be able, it's a whole another level of the understanding. All right. So that's what this is talking about, Isaiah. You get the point?
I was thrown off by the whole rod part. I was picturing a branch sticking out of a tree,
That's true, but what use is a branch sticking out of a tree? You get the point? Like that's, just think practical. He's talking to a prophet. Prophet have a staff. Moses had a staff. You get the point? That's why we have these staffs here. These staffs, what's the other one? Where? Look back where? Yeah, this is we supposed to have two. Where's the other one? It ain't, no. That shit was here. That shit came back from Passover and went to join the other almond tree. That shit got to came back. Yeah, that shit was here.
Maybe on the back in the 7th.
Nah, man. No wonder I'll be off balance with this shit. Shit is spiritual. Y'all find that staff and get that staff back up in here, please. There's supposed to be one on that corner right there, leaning up the same way. Y'all, I can't fight properly without these two staffs, brother. And the two staffs is what? Judah and Ephraim. Which one y'all left? Huh? Who gonna confess? Let me see where your brotherhood is. Come on, y'all. Make sure let's get one back up in here, all right, please. Bakwa, Captain Awarium. I hope you'll hear him. All right, we good to go? What do we have next? Mm-hmm.
Warrior of Yahushua said, if I may, sir, how does the spiritual aspect of the mark of the beast tie into being to buy and sell part of Revelation 13:7, sir?
Read that one more time.
Come, cause if I may, sir, how does the spiritual aspect of the mark of the beast tie into being to buy and sell part of Revelation 13 and 7? Sir?
No sweat. Let's get Revelation 13 and 7 quick. I'm gonna do this real quick, all right?
Come, cause.
Just so we don't run out of time. Revelation 13 and 7.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds.
The saints here is who? Quickly. Yes, Mike.
So like you, sir. According to Psalm 50 and 5, the Israelites that the Most High made a covenant with.
Psalm 50 and 5 is a precept. You brothers who don't have the precept, you might want to write it down or highlight it in your book. That's the proof that the saints are Israelites, right? Growing up, if you Catholic especially, most of us start off with Catholic or cross Catholicism somewhere in your upbringing. They tell you the saints is Mother Teresa or, Saint something. You get the point? As in modern day, a saint is somebody who the church deems a saint, or like how Britain would knight somebody, or they call them sir something. Like the church has to make you a saint, and that's not true. According to the Bible, a saint is anybody from the 12 tribes of Israel. Right? That's your precept. Sounds what? 50 and 5, right? So read it again, Isaiah.
Verse 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
All right, so he's making war with us. That's the beast. The beast is making war with us. He's been making war with us since when? How long? 1600s? He's gonna say something? Come on, pass me my friend.
Since the womb, sir.
Since the womb, since Jacob and Esau. The mother asked for the Lord. The Lord said, 2 nations are in thy womb. 2 different manner of people have been fighting. You get the point? So he's making war with the saints. We've been at war since the womb, and now we are nations. He's making war with our nation. Right? Go ahead. And of course, that's what slavery, lynchings, oppressions, immigration, ICE, the reservation, genocide, the Trail of Tears. Just run it down. Right? Go ahead.
And to overcome them. And power was given him. And
to overcome us. Why is that heavy? Overcome us. I know you asked about the what did you ask about? The buying and selling, right? There's some this we're gonna break it down all the way. Why you say to overcome them?
To take over, to take over, to like
why is that significant? You're right when you say take over, but why is it significant?
So we won't rise.
No, something else. To overcome. Yeah, Tazar?
Is it saying in the aspect of us being dependent on our oppressors, not even controlling our water, like you were saying?
Think overcome. What's the prophecy of God in Genesis 49? You can use the mic right there. It's the one right behind you.
It's referring to when Gad says that shall be overcome by a troop.
A troop shall overcome them.
Shall overcome them. Come.
So what does that mean? But they shall overcome in the end. That's the end of that prophecy. If you're overcoming something, the thing you're overcoming is above you. You can't overcome something that's less than you. You get the point?
Okay.
Like you overcome adversity. Right. You get the point? Right. Adversity is kicking your ass. You ain't kicking adversity ass. You get the point? You had a problem and you overcame this problem. He said, what it said? Read it again.
And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them.
He was given power to rule over us because we were really over him. And the elder shall serve the younger. One people is better than the other people. You get the point? He was given power over us. In Baruch, I think 6 or 7 chapter in the Apocrypha, you all could check it out. He said, I did not give you to the nations for your destruction. So the white man didn't win. Like they like to talk about the 250 anniversary. Suck it up. We had a war. We won. We took your land. Do you think? We had a war, we won, we took your land. The Lord gave you power over us because we sinned against our father. It's no different than a parent kicking a child out of the house because they don't want to listen. Right? My child out there getting high or swinging from a stripper pole or locked up, not because you the best police on the earth. They locked up because I gave you power over them by kicking them out. You get the point?
Oh, no,
you understand? It's that. That's what he's saying here. He was given power to make war with the saints and to overcome them. They ain't overcome us because they're stronger or they're better or anything like that. The Lord put us in subjection under them so that we'll turn. And there's brother, the events that are going on so much right now, brother, the Lord is showing the whole earth, not just us, that the end is near and he is an absolute real power. I'm just telling you straight up and down. All right, go ahead.
And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
And then he was given power over the whole earth. How could he be given power over the whole earth? The white man ain't win a war since I don't know when. Since what? Maybe Rome versus Spartacus. I think that's the last war he flat out won. But he ain't win a war since never. And you want to talk about 250 and you fought to defend the earth without the Native Indian Code talk, because you wouldn't have won what? World War II? That's what it was? You wouldn't have won that without the brothers making I don't want to call them gangs, but the brothers in Vietnam would lock up together and make these groups, and they would communicate with each other when they're coming down from certain areas and passing information amongst the black troops because of the segregation in the military. And that's the only reason you survived Vietnam. You got your ass handed to you in Vietnam. But if it wasn't for the brothers, it would have been a total annihilation of Vietnam. It would have been a total annihilation. Like, you ain't won a war ever. The Lord done gave the earth to you. Precept. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. You didn't win nothing, white man. You're like a spoiled child that cries until you get a passy. You don't even get the bottle. Old school will give you a bottle of milk. You grew up in a Benjamin house, that milk got brandy in it because you need to be sleeping 30 minutes. But you get a pacifier. Their brothers in the UK call it a dummy because it's a dummy of a bottle or a nipple. And you cry until you get a nipple, and then you go to sleep and you think, I won this nipple, I won this bottle, when somebody had to give you these things. You couldn't rule the earth if the earth wanted to be ruled by you. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. How do I know? You trying to, blackmail the Arabs right now for the oil and rule the Middle East with Iran and Israel and Iraq and Palestine and your own home, and you can't do none of it. You're horrible at ruling. You make desperate, horrible decisions. You're not a ruler. You're not a man of war. You're not skilled in anything but killing. And the Lord gave you that skill too. And he's going to take it away because he's going to slaughter you. I know by the end of tonight, we're about to lose 3 channels. And I'm with it because I done built enough. Don't worry. We lose 3, we'll get 9. That's good odds to me. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And all that dwell upon the earth.
What did he want? 13 on what? I'm too wild about it. You just go ahead. Do your thing. What did he want 13 on? Shapat, what was the precept? What did he want? 13 on?
13 and 7. Buy and sell.
Okay, buy and sell is not 13 and 7.
You said part of it.
Read it one more time, brother.
Come.
If you could pull it up, you could read it one more time. And give me some help with it.
If I may, sir, how does the spiritual aspect of the mark of the beast tie into being to buy and sell? Part of Revelation 13:7, sir.
I think he means 17. You might want to look at the question, because it's possible you could have typed the wrong thing. You just scroll up, look for the question, see if he means 17. 7? Yeah, okay, he means 17. You get the point? But verse 7 is that breakdown, right? Give me 17.
The book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right? That no man might buy or sell, save he have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So now they like to say what? The mark of the beast is what? The microchip. So I guess his name would mean what? Trump? What his name would be? Microsoft if it's the microchip? I don't know. I don't understand what they're talking about. The mark of the beast is the philosophy etched in your forehead, meaning in your mind, not literally on your forehead. It's his philosophy in your mind, which is Christianity, his democracy, his way of life. In your right hand means because you believe what you believe, you go join the oppressor's military to go fight for him. Even if you just join the military for a Camaro, or you joined it because they pay for your tuition. Once you take up arms to go fight for the United States of America, you have agreed to push their agenda wherever. You get the point? Regardless of your belief, you have agreed to go fight, shed blood, to impose his philosophy on other people. That's the mark of the beast in your forehead, and that's the mark of the beast in your right hand. So read down verse 17 again.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Right? Or the name of the beast. The name of the beast is what? You're looking at each other. Like, you'll both look at each other. Come on. The name of the beast is what? Check the screen too, or if anybody's answering it. I don't know what you'll have up if you're seeing it.
Christianity, sir.
Christianity is the mark. What's the name?
Salaki, sir.
Come on with it.
Caesar Borgia, Jesus.
That's the image of the beast. What is the name of the beast? Shabbat?
White man.
Okay, so how does that apply? I'm gonna give you that. Let's go with that answer. That's not good enough, but I'm gonna give you that one. The name is the white man. So does Creflo Dollar not have the mark of the beast because his name is Creflo and not the white man? Or does that mean only the white man can have the mark of the beast? Because that's his name. So come on, I bring it home now. You can't just come put meat on the table. I gotta see man cook that bitch up.
Having the ideology of the white man.
Now you get in there. I need a little more. Yeah, a little more. You moved off now. You're getting there. Go ahead, bro.
Salaki, sir. Is the question still what is the name? Is that
yes.
the question? The serpent.
No. No. You just went all the way back. He's close. The white man having his ideology. That gives you the mark. What is the name of the beast?
To say a straight biblical name, Esau.
Okay, the Bible is saying, and no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast. So that means to buy or sell, you would have to be called Esau. You're not called Esau, which means only Esau could have the mark of the beast based on what you're saying, which is not true. Esau is the beast. How do you have his mark? Come on, sis. Tell them the truth and make them a lie. Go ahead.
Is it like, I know they don't have a culture, but somewhat like the way they operate?
The way they operate, the ideology. Now, y'all have to give me the word, though. If that's his name, then you have what?
White supremacy.
If you are a black white supremacist, you have his. Okay, that's about close as we're gonna get. You have his reputation. Like you're giving me a bad name. Man, you throwing dirt on my name. You have to have his reputation. The oppressor, for one of us to end up in his military or his cabinet or his whatever, We have to take on everything, his spirit, his ideology, his personality, his character, everything. And when they see one of us, they see a white man. We don't took his reputation. We don't took his name. Go ahead.
It's like in Genesis, in the image of him, in his image.
In his image. Instead of being in the Lord's image, we in his image. You get the point? Or anybody who wants to be able to buy or sell. To be able to buy or sell, you got to take on his image. You got to push his agenda. You got to, what else they have? His mark, his philosophy, or the number of his name. What's the number of his name?
666.
666. What does that mean?
The 666 men that ruled this kingdom, his kingdom.
The 666 men that rule his kingdom, which is the earth. The earth is his kingdom right now because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. There's 6, according to the Bible, his ruling government. Don't think the government of America. Think the government of Satan on the earth is made up of 666 men. If you want to be able to buy or sell, you got to have his mark, his reputation, or the number of his name. Meaning what? You had to fall up under one of these men. You get the point? You have to submit to their governance. Now, what does that look like?
If I may, other one. Wouldn't the situation in Cuba right now be a perfect example of how you're not
okay? That's what they want Cuba to do. Cuba is still resisting.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a good example, right? If you're keeping up with the news with Venezuela. When Trump first came in 2016, they put pressure on Trinidad to abandon Venezuela. The brother who was in charge, he's a politician, he's trash, he's garbage. Did Trinidad come on by chance? You sent the link to them? Okay, most likely. They're probably slaving. Don't even worry about it. The brother who was in charge, he's a politician. He's not in the truth. He's not holy. He said they have a verbal agreement with Maduro that he's not turning his back on them. He honored it. The East Indian woman who is in charge today, she was the leader of the opposition back then. The British system of governance is not like America, right? Where there's just two parties, Republican, Democrat, and that's just it. There's many political parties in the British system, and the one who wins is in charge. The one who comes second is called the opposition, meaning it's a checks and balance. The one who wins, they put things on the table they want to do. The one who came second is given the power to oppose what they think is bad for the country. But of course, because politicians are greedy whores, the opposition opposes everything. They could say, look left and right before you cross the road. They'll say, no, don't do that. Don't do that, let's cross. Just because they want to be in power. So this East Indian, who was the leader of the opposition at the time, reached out to America and said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. 4 years later, the brother called an early election just after Maduro got took and basically handed the country to the broad. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I think he got a call and they told him, listen, either you're going to do what we say or you see what we did to Iran. And he got up out of there. She's in power now. And what did she do as soon as she got in power? Turn her back on Venezuela. After the Venezuela economy tanked, Venezuela has a long history because Trinidad and Venezuela is so close, brother. I mean, it's very close, 100 miles maybe, the two closest points. Venezuelans have been coming to Trinidad for centuries, brother, centuries. There's a place in Trinidad called Indian Walk. Growing up, I thought it was called Indian Walk because the East Indians lived there. It was called Indian Walk because when I.S.U.P.K came to Trinidad in the south part, that's the path they would take to bring their goods up to trade with the native people in Trinidad. So it was called Indian Walk because of that. A lot of I.S.U.P.K lives in Trinidad. When the economy fell, I.S.U.P.K went to Trinidad for just like you would migrate for better conditions. Her government is deporting them. Imagine that shit. Rounding them up and deporting them, busloads. Deporting for what? Because she has what? The mark of the beast, dog. Let me tell you something about East Indians are. If there's money involved and power involved, they'll listen. Absolutely. They'll listen. Money and power, they'll listen, brother. They'll sell the grandmother for land. For land. Go ahead.
It's like if I made it, the priest said the Most High said if I would tell the heathens they was the ones chosen, they would listen to everything I said.
You know what I mean? So that's the mark of the beast. You get the point? So now in order for you to buy and sell, to trade, buying and selling is not going to the grocery store. And if you're looking at buying and selling, that's just buying. The average person don't sell nothing. You get the point? So that doesn't affect you. Buying and selling is talking about global trade. You get the point? And to be able to buy and sell, you have to be part of a certain economy. And the white man can literally cut you out of his economy. Go ahead.
It's like about me.
Which is the mark of the beast, which is the tariffs. It's the trade tariffs. Is him enforcing the mark of the beast. Go ahead.
Oh God, if I may, sir. And that's heavy when the Lord's saying it, because it's heavy that the Lord don't want no yes men. He
break it down. What you mean?
When he said, if I were to go ahead and tell the heathens they was the ones chosen, they would do whatever I say.
Okay, no, because the Lord wants a yes man. He wants you to roll with him because he's the Lord.
But like he wants you to genuinely, he gave us.
Okay, I wouldn't say that because think about if you had a child. You want your child to genuinely love you and do what you say, right? Will you be angry if they do what you say, but they don't really want to do it?
No.
Because they're doing what you say. And that's in the Bible. The Bible says, if you tell a servant to do something and they don't do it, they're evil. But if they come back and do it later, they're still your servant. They might repent of not doing it. You get the point? And they still come and do it. They do it. You remember, the Lord, he ain't into the feelings and stuff. He ain't too much into, whether you like what I'm telling you or it's done. Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. It's done. This is done. You get it? He ain't too much into you. Whether you do it with joy, that's a plus. He wants you to do it with joy, but shit. I mean, not everything you're gonna like, right? The Lord is a realist. He knows not everything you're gonna like, but you do it anyway. And which one is even more? I mean, I ain't gonna say it's more cold, but that's acceptable too. That's an honor of respect. That's a level of respect where it's like, man, I gave him this order, I gave her this order, and I could hear on the phone. If y'all don't know it, we could hear the change in your exhale on the phone. And we already know this motherfucker ain't gonna do shit. I said he ain't gonna do nothing. He's rejecting this shit. She ain't gonna do this shit. I already know. And then you come back with the kiss my ass. Can. Yes, sir, that's good. I already know he ain't gonna do this shit. And you know how I know? Because I used to do the same thing. I already know. But then it comes back. Oh shit, he did it. Shit, she did it. I never thought you did it, motherfucker. I see you fought yourself. I see you fought what you wanted to do for somebody else. There's value in that. There's value in you denying yourself to do this other thing that you don't see the sense in now. Right now, you don't see the sense in it. The shit don't make sense. If there's no glory for you, great. Did the job get done? Most High in Christ. This thing gonna make sense to you later, or maybe not. But at least you exercise the muscle of, I'll deny myself for this here. You get the point? So I wouldn't even say that part like he don't want no yes men, because then what does he want? A rebellious people? You get the point? You're going to cut yourself because I could pull the precept, thou art a stiff-necked and rebellious people. He don't want that. He killed people 40 years in the wilderness for being stiff-necked and rebellious. What did he want in the wilderness? Kana one can. Kana one can. Yes, sir. Kana one can. Yes, sir. Kana one can. No problem. Job done. That's it. You get the point? Let's move on. So that's this. Go ahead. Come on.
Now I was about to say it's crazy that I went further with asking that, because I feel like that was a personal me and you thing right there.
Y'all always like to blame me, all right? This is PSA. This all. Just blame me for all the problems in your fucking life, man. Everything in your life is my fault. But all the good shit that happened, y'all don't go and post, hey, Captain Michelle gave me this counsel. Keep praying, listen, man. Thank him for his strength. Thank him for his discipline. Y'all be blatant with this shit out. Brother say, if I could go a little bit further, listen, man, you was a thorn in my side. God damn it. Nigga don't got no goddamn, I can't get no glory out of that. You're embarrassing me in front of New York. God damn it. At least Yatazar love me. God damn, he brings some cremas. Brother tells me I was giving him problems. Nah, I'm joking with you. Listen, and that's fine, brother. And I'll give you a personal confession too. I don't give a fuck when you all get angry. What offends you all and shit. I don't care. I really do. I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? I really couldn't care. And let me give you one further. I pray you stick around long enough and do your job well enough to be able to now counsel somebody. What's up, right? Just everybody mute the mic. Whoever eating or whatever, right? Where you giving them counsel you know they don't want to do, and you're trying to help them. You see in the play because you're not in the mess with them, and you know they're going to disregard you, and you know the road they're gonna go down, and you could see the hurt, and it bothers you that they're going to get hurt. And you still have to tell them the truth anyway and watch them get fucking hurt. I pray you experience that shit. So I don't give a fuck when I tell you go left and you don't want to go left. And you do all this shit. I don't care. You think you're hurting me? I don't care, brother. I couldn't. What the fuck? When the night comes, I go to sleep. You get the point? I tell you as what? You don't want to do that shit? No problem. I know you're going to call me when you reach the end of your decision. You say, you wouldn't believe what happened. Oh, yeah? Try me. That happened? Oh, wow. Who would have thought so? Since we're confessing, I'd like to move on with the class, if you don't mind. Please? Can I move on to class, please? I thought so. The water. So, now the mark of the beast, right? That's the market. That's the buying and selling commerce. It's global commerce. Till this day, countries could get cut out of America's system. America has something called the SWIFT bank system, SWIFT. If you ever do bank transfers and stuff like that, they ask you for a SWIFT code. The SWIFT code is the code for their system, and you could get cut out of that system. For instance, most of the islands in the Caribbean is not part of America's system. So the currency, the economy down there doesn't break into the system. So people who might live in Trinidad or Jamaica, if they have to buy something online, they have to go to a bank that has a card that's in the American stream. Like they can't go to a local bank and order on Amazon from that. Amazon is going to look at this money like, what kind of monopoly money is this shit? But that's what it is, because you're cut out of the economy. You can't buy or sell. You can't order goods. You can't sell goods. Why? Because your money ain't shit. You're going to have to go somewhere where this bank has access to US dollars. And you have to put a certain amount of your money to change it to US to be able to now buy and sell at this table. But without that, you cannot buy or sell. Now imagine you don't want to take America's philosophy. You don't want to take their way of life. You don't want to go fight for America and enforce their will anywhere. Could you have access to their currency? Would you be allowed a seat at the table to bet and gamble? Think of it like that. Imagine you go to the casino, people sit at the gambling table, whether it's the baccarat or the craps or the blackjack. You have to sit. You have to wait till somebody get up. Now imagine you go there and you put chips on the table and the dealer say, "The fuck is this?" Nah, we don't accept that here. You can't buy or sell. You cut out. You got a whole 2 trunk loads of this. But here, that shit is worthless. Unless somebody comes and say, he good. You owned by that person that allowed you to buy or sell at the table. That's the mark of the beast. Get the point? I hope the brother understand, or the sister, whoever answers. Come on.
Shalak, we got a question in the chat, sir.
Please.
Blind One said, if I may, Adawan, with your wisdom and mercy, Is it lawful to buy things on the Sabbath?
Okay, are you a priest in the school? That's what I would like to know. Are you a priest in the Israelite school at UPK? Are you a priest, period? Give me my Sabbath precepts. Give me David. Give me Christ. I think that's just the two I want. And the actual Sabbath precept. Servile work. Quickly, all right? And then we move. Also, Bakwash, if you're listening, Shapat, you know how to pull up videos? Bakwash, I have a video to send you. Bakwash, if you're on, send Shapat that video with the timestamps of what I want, all right? What are we looking for? The Sabbath, right? Okay. Give me showbread with David. Give me the servile work first.
I have it, sir.
Go ahead, please.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire.
Skip up to say exactly what it is. Mark, give me Mark 2 and 25 to 28. I think that's the one with the showbread, right?
Christ.
Yeah, but there's another one. No, it's all the same. They're all together. Salakia. But give me the other one in the New Testament too. The ass falling in the ditch. What? No. Mark 2 to 23 to 28. Arawade, what you was reading?
I was at Leviticus 23 and 25. You said
No. Yeah, skip up. We talking about the Sabbath. So you're really starting at verse 1 or verse 2. Verse 3? Give me Leviticus 1 and 3.
Okay.
23 and 3? Salakia. 23 and 3. Salakia, brother.
Leviticus, book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 3.
Go ahead.
6 days shall work be done. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
Okay. So now somebody who's reading this will say, well, you can't do no work on the Sabbath. So that means what? You can't mow your lawn. You can't I need the precept to, okay, the person who asked the question, could you put the precept that says you can't buy or sell? Not buy or sell, buy. Because they said buy, right? Go ahead.
He said lie. He's not a priest in the school.
No sweat. That's fine. I need the precept that you think that you saying you can't buy on the Sabbath day. That's what I need. And also for your listening, anybody comes to you with a question like that, let them pull what they're talking about. Don't just take it from somebody's mind, because Christians don't know the Bible. They'll say things that not even in there. They'll say what the scholars call dogma. Dogma is doctrine. You get the point? This is just doctrine. It's not written anywhere. This is just what you've heard since you had ears. It's just all you heard. And it's not true, right? So just somebody find it for me and let me know about buying, all right? Where we at 23 and 3, right? No. Say again?
We have 4 now.
Okay, yeah, well, 4 goes into the goes more into the into Passover. Did they write back yet about where they say they can't buy? Okay, hold up. You know how to pull up Blue Letter Bible? All right, pull up for me Blue Letter Bible. And this is why it's important to come to the Israelite School at UPK, especially our Hebrew class, our Lashawan Kodash, because we teach the Lashawan Kodash in the Apocrypha in the prologue to Ecclesiasticus, I think it says that the scholars, the Hebrew scholars who translated the Bible as we have it today from the ancient Hebrew and the Greek to this modern old Quaker English that we have, they said, forgive us where we may have fallen short, because the Hebrew, these words, when translated into another tongue, lose their force. Meaning, Issachar would know, and Levi would know. There's some words in Haitian Creole, and even that's so heavy, where the Spanish Issachar speaks is not Spain Spanish. It's not. You could always tell a Spaniard from the 12 tribes, because they talk with a lisp. That's how they always talk, right? Zapatos and shit like that. That's a heathen. You could damn near know it, because all the other tribes have their own dialect. Issachar different from Ephraim, different from El Salvador, much like the Benjamite Islands. Trinidad sound different from Jamaica, sound different from this one, even though we're talking what's considered English or broken English. The French, Levi had the French Creole, which has more oomph than that French. That French language is disgusting to me. It's such a, now if I call it a spitty language, it's just you gotta put so much spit in your mouth to talk. But when Levi talk, that Creole is something else. Go ahead, please. You put some what?
I was gonna say the French, when you compare it to Creole, the French,
it's so soft, Doc. It's just, and that's why France has the reputation of being sissies, because of how they talk. Imagine this little fucking fairy come to talk to me about taking. I don't understand how they let Napoleon rule now. I don't get this shit out. I don't get it. But listen, I ain't a master of history. So,
Salaki, I was shuttling the French.
It's like a disclaimer. The French is also known for being very brutal. Don't let that sissy language fool you. Them niggas they're very violent and brutal. Go ahead.
I was shuttling the French in France and Sweden game the other day.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking at the dudes and I was like, yeah, he definitely looked like he say we. He don't even know. He
look like a French pig. He say we. Right? So they say when they translate the language, it loses its force. So in order to understand the Bible, you can't just get taught a breakdown. You're gonna have to get taught the words, the root words, which sometimes you hear fake Israelites saying what? Shalom. Do you know why they say shalom? Anybody knows? Because the shalom, when you look it up, is sha, la, wa, and ma. So they think it's shalom. The la and the wa connected is shalom, like law, like lawyer. It's connected, so you say shalom. That's why the Jewish man says shalom. The O is to give the enunciation of the la and the wa together. But if they never came to class, they would not know that shalom is shalom, like law. You get the point? And we just say shalom. We're not wrong, you wrong. You get the point? They don't understand things. So now you pull up the Blue Letter Bible.
Come.
Go ahead, please.
He responded, sir.
Please, come on.
Come. He said, Salakia Adawan, I don't have a precept. I was watching the video and wasn't sure if we could buy or not. And just wanted
no
to
worries. That's fine. And that's fair. That's fair. That's something you heard somewhere. Let's get this here first. Give me Blue Letter Bible. Give me, where we at? Leviticus 23:3. Give me Leviticus 23:3. Read it one more time, Isaiah, whoever was reading. Who was reading? Arawadi, are you? Is he on? Somebody else read. Let's pick it up and read, all right? Leviticus 23:3.
Hold on, okay. Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 23.
Verse 3. 23:3.
And chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
Right. So now you got to show the screen. All right. Okay. Let's show the screen real quick. To what? All right. You know what to zoom in? Zoom in a little bit. So this is Leviticus 23:3. Right. That's verse. I think which verse is that? Yeah, that's 3. All right, scroll down. So that's the Hebrew. That's the Assyrian Hebrew. So you're going to scroll down to work. You see work? The Strong's number is H4399. In the Hebrew is what? Mala'aka. Right? What's up, Bob? You're slowing me up. No sweat. Come on. You need something? Okay, no sweat. That's fine. Let me get this first, all right? Scroll on the left. Zoom in on the left. On that left panel. No sweat, take your time. Work. Just zoom in on the left side. Scroll over. All right. Right? Mala'aka. Right? Scroll down. Feminine noun. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Right? What is the first word?
Occupation.
So that is your occupation cutting your front lawn? Is your occupation turning a light switch on? Because the Jewish man say you can't kindle a fire. The law of work on the Sabbath is for your slavery. What somebody requires you to. You ever get this call? You get a call 7 o'clock Thursday morning. Hey, sorry to call. They don't even say sorry. What the fuck am I talking about? They call you 7. Hey, I'm gonna need you to come in on Saturday, all right? Jamie got sick. Like, you give a fuck about Jamie. You hope Jamie died. Jamie got sick. You need to come in on Saturday, and you like, well, I can't. I have plans with my. Hey man, you need to come in, man. This is what you signed up for, and they drop the phone. Your employer is forcing you to work on the Sabbath. That's why it says occupation, business, work, something done on me. It's business. It's servile work. It's somebody's forcing you now to come and put hours in to make money for themselves. They're gonna pay you, but it's to make money for them. This law, people who read the Bible, they don't understand. These laws are talking to really the priests and the people in leadership, much like your constitution and your codes, your law codes. Like, the law doesn't say don't speed. The law says if a motor vehicle found traveling on this fairway that's registered for 25 miles per hour in excess of whatever, they must be fined this. And in excess of this, they must have the car towed. Who's reading that? You? No, the police who pulling you over. That's what he went to school for. When he pulled you over, why didn't they have the computer in the car? They look up the shit right there to see what kind of ticket to write you. What do you get told? Don't speed. Don't speed is not the law. That's the understanding of the law. That's the spirit of the law. The law says you should get $60 tickets, or if you're living in DC, $100. Still ain't pay them motherfuckers. We're going to court for that shit because I don't understand. Right there on Rhode Island Avenue, brother, the same block. It's between two traffic lights. I shit you not. There's 2 speed cameras between one strip between. What the fuck is who's speeding? And why it had to be so goddamn much? Them devils in Virginia that killing everybody. Oh, they're in Montgomery County killing everybody. Y'all ain't taxing them. But y'all want to hit me twice? We going to court. Y'all got to come. Y'all get that money in blood. It's a lock you. Right? So the work here is talking about your job. That's the work it's talking about, your job. If it's possible at all that you can get off on a Saturday, get off. If you can work your schedule where now you don't have to slave on a Saturday, then don't. However, in this captivity, brother, these laws wasn't made to tell your slave master in terms of the oppressor how he should treat you as a slave. These laws was given to Israel so that Israel, who is in power, does not take advantage of the Israel who they have power over. This is for your leaders. So your leaders who might say, you know what, man, these Hamites and these Chinese, they like, partying on Saturday, come in here and open this club up or do this thing so we could trade with the Hamites. This is to tell your leaders, your politicians, don't force Israel to slave on a Saturday. Give them, or the 7th day, let's put it like that. Give them that day off. That day you don't make no money. And you just have to eat it because not everything is about money. That's what this law is about. You get the point? Now, as far as you go into buy, you got to pull that precept, because this says nothing about buying. This says nothing about, buying nothing. Now, of course, reason would tell you, if everybody is not slaving on a Saturday or the seventh day, where will you buy anything? Because nobody's slaving, right? So then when would you buy? Just think about 4th of July is coming up. It's on a Saturday, right? Okay, it's hard for America because America opens stores all the time. But maybe a few years ago, or in real rural areas like Florida and certain parts of Georgia, even in Virginia, there's some places are, holiday, they're closed. It says it, we close this day. Is it Thanksgiving or New Year's that Costco closed? I think one of them they obey. The others, they have special hours. One of them holidays, even Costco is closed out. So when would you go buy at Costco? The day before, when they open. It's the premise of it. The premise of it is nobody is being forced into a job today. So in our kingdom, if you're working in the on a farm, you working in leather crafting, or you making weapons 6 days a week, the 7th, your employer has to shut the business down. So then there wouldn't be a law saying you can't go buy, because it's obvious everything closed. So when would you go buy? If you need tomatoes, if you need, meat to cook for the next day, when would you go buy?
A day before.
Just go do your shopping on the Friday. You get the point? Just go do your shop. If you want to practice it, if you want to have it in practice, the Bible also says, rehearse the righteous acts. You could pull that precept too if anybody has it. The Bible also said, rehearse the righteous acts. Why does it say rehearse the righteous acts?
So you can get accustomed of doing.
Why? Why he wants you to get accustomed doing it?
You want to worry about, like the Sabbath, keeping the Sabbath,
A little bit more simple. Come on. You want a shot?
Just to get accustomed to it, as the brother said.
But why he wants you to get accustomed to it?
So you can follow the law.
Okay, but why he wants you to get accustomed to doing it? Why he wants you to get used to doing it? Just think practical. Think simple. Hold on, you guys.
His child.
Huh?
Because you're his child.
Okay, but why aren't you already used to doing it? Why do you need to get accustomed to doing it?
So you get access to the kingdom.
Say it a different way.
Salvation.
Because we don't have the kingdom. We're not in our kingdom. What are we used to doing?
Sinning.
That's true. On topic. We're used to going to slave on the Saturday. We're used to everything this kingdom says to do. What are you used to? Grilling on the 4th of July. You're used to doing that. You could show people, man, we was in slavery 1776. Well, it's what we're accustomed doing. It's tradition. It's not really about 4th of July. It's, we're used to doing this. So the Lord wants you to get used to doing something else. He wants you to get accustomed to his way. So he says, rehearse the righteous acts. It's a rehearsal. Everything here is a rehearsal. It's a rehearsal. It's called grace in the New Testament. It's called a period of time to get this shit right. Matthew 18 and 15. If your brother offend you, go to him and him alone. If he doesn't hear you, take him to counsel, 2 or 3, so that every word could be established. We need to rehearse that act, because in our kingdom, you'd rather just put somebody in the ground. You get the point? So the Lord wants you to rehearse certain things now, so that in the kingdom, he don't have to send a priest to cut your head off. You get the point? He wants us to be well-versed in having our own nation and establishing his brotherhood and our laws and our culture, so we have more time to oppress the heathen. That's what he wants us. He wants us to have more time to think about how to press work out of these devils, because they have time to oppress us. They got time. They show that you all know that World Cup going on. They show that FIFA president. Somebody put a picture of him on one game that started at 11 o'clock and another game that started at 2 o'clock in two different cities. And they're like, how the fuck is this possible? The average person don't understand the type of power these devils have. They could be in America for breakfast and in France for dinner. And it's not a big deal. You think they have time to fight and beef and go on the internet and make diss tracks? They're busy planning how to oppress us. They said, is Zuckerberg or Elon Musk? One of them tried to buy the new app Kalshi. The what they call it? No. There's a name for the category of that. Say again?
Poly markets.
Poly market. That's the thing. Who said that? Bakwash.
Kind of what kind?
Bakwash, you need to go buy Kalshi. Yeah, I think you know more about this thing than the devil. That whole poly market world. One of them went to buy the shit. He got one of the executives who has an NDA to sit with him and talk. The whole meeting fell apart. He said he went to his Meta team. He said, y'all go build up a poly market app for me today, and you'll test it with fake money. Now, brother, this morning, what was you thinking about as you woke up? What's the first thing come to your mind? Just be honest. Well, okay, besides that, that's, that's a staple. That's like, devil. Give me the mic.
I don't feel like going to this slave.
I don't really want to go to this slave, but
I gotta go.
It's the end of the month, so what's due?
Right.
And what else? Car note, bills, food. Let me get up and go. When you do this to get up and put your hands on your knees, that ain't age, that's oppression. That's a bill is invisible, but I should have you like this, weighed down. You're not thinking about a poly fucking market arc. What the fuck is that shit? You're not thinking about, I'm not gonna buy from these Asian stores because they will You're not thinking about that arc. I need to go here to get this, to go there, to go to work and get these bills. You understand that? They don't want us having the freedom to think, because we might come together. So in the kingdom, brother, the Lord wants us well rehearsed in his social laws, his civil laws, his marital laws, his financial laws, so that we have time to figure out how to make Moab more productive, how to make the Russians more productive. These Hamites, we had to figure out how to make them more productive. They're unproductive. You had a big old land mass down there, all that diamond, and you let this white man come take it. You need a manager. You need a slave master, and we are well versed in it. We'll have counsels on how we could squeeze another dollar out of these heathens, like they have counsels over us. When they decide your minimum wage and your tax bracket, and you get in a raise, and then 2 weeks later you hear, the brother sent me our officer Arawadia sent me an article. There's new laws in Maryland. They say the minimum wage going up to $15 effective July 1st. But the tax per gallon on gas is now 40-something cents. 46 cents, like 50 cents on every dollar is tax. Anybody planning on buying a bike? They did the metrics. And if I give you this much, you best believe I'm snatching it back somewhere. I have to balance this thing off, because Lord forbid you have enough money to pay your rent and save. Now you could send your kids to college. I need slaves. Brother, we have to rehearse the righteous acts now. We can't have counsels in the kingdom about, the petty trespasses that happen. In the kingdom, I need Izan to come down with his entourage so we could talk about how we're going to oppress these Australians and the North Koreans, and at the same time pit them against the Japhetic people, so that we'll make money off of them, off of their war, off of their struggle. We're going to sell, weapons to the Japhetic people, and sell other weapons to the North Koreans and tell them these weapons is more powerful. But then when they come to buy it, these weapons don't work and they get slaughtered. And now what do they need? They need somebody to come and rebuild their country. And guess who's going to come and rebuild it? I'm going to call Levi. Levi, what kind of construction workers you all have down there? You bring that section down, man. We have contracts for you all. And we'll send Shapat and Barak down there as ambassadors to North Korea to say, listen, we're deeply sorry. We don't know what happened. You know, these Japhetic people, they're skilled warriors. I think they, you know, we'll fix the solution. We'll defend you against them. And Barak and Shapat going to wink at each other and we'll defend you against, at a cost though. At a cost. All that uranium and that shit you all have down there, you're going to pay us. We're going to send our top engineers down there. They're going to rebuild your city. That's jobs for our children forever. Now, does that sound strange? Ain't that what they're doing right now? When Bush bombed Iraq, bombs over Baghdad, you know who was the construction companies? Halliburton and Schlumberger. Y'all ever heard of them? You should go look them up. Those, I think, was they was ruled by Dick Cheney, or he had hands in them. And that was his right-hand man. Trump is doing the same thing right now in Palestine. You think they have time to beef? Why do you think these devils, they talk shit to each other and they be in the same room? Because their time is spent thinking how to oppress us. We have to rehearse the righteous acts now, because in the kingdom, brother, I'm squeezing blood out of their fingernails. I'm squeezing every penny, every diamond, whatever is the currency of the day, brother. I want it. If they figure out a way to make more, I'm taking 95%, and you better be happy for the 5%. And then you still have to pay tithes on that 5%. Oh, boy, I can't wait. Levi, so like, I'm going to come to you, pass the mic for the brother, please.
I believe those companies you mentioned, so I believe they pocket 90% of those contract money and just spend 10% on building nothing.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Observing the white man, you could see how to run the kingdom on the right-hand side. Because you could see, okay, he's doing it. The reason he's doing this is for that. You get the point? Now, if you have the Lord's laws and his Holy Spirit, you'll run a kingdom where they'll be happy to give you everything. Which is why the Bible says the gates of the kingdom will be open day and night, so the Gentiles can bring their forces in. You get the point? Like they would love to give us everything, because we're just such a better people. We'll produce a better, product for them. We'll just, our food is better. You get the point? Our style is better. Think about it. Everything that the world runs on today, Black people had such a hand in it. Such a big hand. People still buy Jordans. How long Jordan retire? And I think he has a say in the design of the damn shoe. You understand what I'm saying? Now imagine all that is in-house. You know what they will pay for us at? They'll pay for Israelite concert to come down there and sing this music they don't know, but they do it right now. They do it right now. When these rappers and these singers, these brothers from the Caribbean go to Tokyo and Japan, and you see a damn stadium with a sea of people that don't speak English, and they love the song. Could you imagine we own it all? I don't got time to beef with you over what? For what? What the fuck is we even go to here and hear? Hey, Salaki Cap. Some. Oh shit, Salaki, brother. My fault, brother. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't even see you. Oh, what's going on? Hey, listen, man. I just sacked this Japanese town here, but they gave me $50 million. I'm gonna send 10 over to you. What council we calling? It's just too much rulership to go around that. That's why we need to rehearse the righteous acts. You get the point? So now is this Sabbath day is more brotherhood. It's to give Israel a rest. Come on, please.
Real quick, that one is that many mention in my father's kingdom. Can we tie that? What you
could tie that. You could definitely tie it. You could tie eyes have not seen or ears have not heard the glory of the kingdom of heaven. You can't imagine the glory of the kingdom. You can imagine what you think it would be, but you've been oppressed for 400 years recently. Before that, it's been, hundreds and thousands of years. You don't know what it is to be free. We truly don't. We have no clue. Imagine your aspirations is to be the first of your nation or the only one in the oppressor's house, you trade that because in our mind, that's good. It's good money. Look how much money I'm making. It's Oprah Winfrey. Look how, and I had to work hard and I had to do this. Who's paying Oprah? What the fuck did he? You don't even know his name. Yeah, I want to be that. I want to be a myth. A silent killer. I'll show up. You don't even know who the fuck I am. I'll rehearse the righteous acts for that shit. Go ahead, Al.
Salaki too, because I put that in my arsenal, the righteous acts.
Come on.
People keep saying the traditions, but as far as the myth part, I the dude who my old car, I had a note and it was too high. What I paid for was too high. And I asked the insurance company one day, who's the dude that owns this joint? Like the owner. And the lady told me, and I got him on my list.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something now. Whoever she told you is not him. It's not him. It's not him. Don't worry about it. The Lord is going to get them out of the caves and the mountains. Whoever she told you, it's not that dude. You know why? Because it's several of them that own it. That's why they form shell companies. It's a group. It's a group of white men who own it all. Get the point? Go ahead.
If I could, as soon as you said a group of shell, a group of them, be owning all the gas stations and whatnot. I never forget. A couple of years ago, I had no idea the shell that's next to them, a BP gas station, a Bolero. It's the same family. They just changed the gas prices on the side of the road that you're going, but they all in the same family.
They're all the same, Mark.
I know this one was working in another. I said, "Don't you work down there?" They say, "Yeah." They said my family owns all of these.
Yeah,
and it's just different ones with different gas prices, but all the money's still good. They breaking plans about.
Meanwhile, we beefing over what? You get the point? We need to rehearse the righteous acts. You get the point? So now the Sabbath is occupation. It's telling you don't force Israel to come into slave. Don't do that. Shut your business down so they have a day off. They don't have to come and plow the field today. They don't have to come and sell grapes today. You could miss a day. You're still going to be all right. Give Israel the day off. Give me the other two I want. And then I'll get into this topic before time run out. Go ahead.
Luke 14, sir.
No, I think I won that one last. Look at which one is that?
That's
I won that one last. Give me Mark 22, real quick. All right, you got to run down with it.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 22. And no man putteth new wine into old bottle. Oh, Salam.
Is it 22 or 23? All right.
23.
The book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 23. And it came to pass that he went through the cornfields on the Sabbath, on the Sabbath day. And his disciples began as they went to pluck the ears of corn.
What day was they what day did they go through the cornfield?
On the Sabbath day. And his disciples began as they went to pluck the ears of corn. Verse 24. And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they...
Who are the Pharisees? Just real quick.
The priests.
The religious leaders.
The religious leaders.
The religious leaders of the day, your Creflo Dollar, you this, you that. What did the Pharisees ask?
So you said where they at, sir?
What did they ask?
Oh,
just read 24.
And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful?
So what did they ask?
Why are they working? Or why are they pulling the corn?
Because they consider that work because of the law, which lets you know what about people, not the brother who's asking the question, but the doctrine that's pushed by fake Israelites and Christians today. They in the spirit of the ignorant Pharisees in the days of Christ. You get the point? The law, it just said, we pulled it up. The word, the Hebrew word, it refers to occupation. Not if you outside polishing your car or walking your dog or lighting a grill to grill some, whatever. You get the point? That's not the work they're talking about in Leviticus 23. So these religious leaders came up to Christ and said, man, why are your men doing this on the Sabbath? It's against the law. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
Mhm.
And he said unto them,
And Christ answered, go ahead.
Have ye never read what David did when he had need and was an hungered, he and they that were with him?
Right. So he's saying, did you ever read what David and his men did when they were on the run, when they was hungry? Go ahead.
Verse 26. How he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and did eat the shewbread.
Right. He went into the Lord's house, meaning the school or the temple. And that shewbread that you all put for the Sabbath service, David ate that shit out. David, now to a Christian, what would a Christian do? What would a Christian do? Just imagine a bunch of niggas who on the run, the braids ain't all that tight. It's been a while since they get a good wash and oil down. They ain't smelling all the way nice and frankincense stuff because they're sleeping outside. You understand? When you read it, they ate the Christ's men ate the corn and all. Just pick the corn and ate the shit out. Christian, you walk in the Christian church, you go to eat the food that's there for show. That's what show bread is. Show bread is there for show. It's not bread to eat. It's for show, and it's meant to show the bountifulness of the Lord's house, right? Really, that show bread would be come out the oven that morning, which means a priest had to get up and do what? Knead that flour and let that shit rise. Wait an hour and a half for it to rise. Put to bake and let the smell go through, so everybody's smelling this fresh bread and everybody coming for the Sabbath service, and that bread is sitting right there. You might get a little butter and put on the top of it, make that shit look nice and glazed, and you sit in there. And David and his men went in there and ate that bread. What is the Christian doing when they see David walking? First off, he ain't dressed like them. He ain't a Roman like they are. David and his men come through that door, swords in hand, beard all thick. What's up? You got more? Where's the wine? And spill the wine on the damn table. What's the Christian going to do? Levi.
They calling the cops out of work.
They're going to be like, oh my God, you desecrating this place. Sinners, you going to hell. At least my belly going to be full. I ain't gonna be thirsty in that motherfucker, and all the men start to laugh. That's this. You get the point? That's this thing here. Because David and his men was hungry out. Keep reading.
Which is not lawful to eat.
Which is not lawful to eat because it's show bread. Go ahead.
Which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests, and gave also to them which were with him. 27. And he said unto them,
right? So this bread, only the priest would eat it. You get the point? This is not for everybody to come up there and eat this thing. This is the priest and the wine and everything there, because this is show bread. And it's just how this is our culture. This is just our way, how it is. David coming there and eat the damn thing out. The Christian gonna be like, nah, he's a low, he's this, he's that. This is the king of Israel. What the hell are you talking about? All right, go ahead.
And he said unto them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
Right? The Sabbath was made for man. The day of rest was made for man. It was made for you from the beginning. Read on.
Verse 28.
No, read that part again, 27.
The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath.
The Sabbath was made for man, but not man for the Sabbath. Flip that light on right there. But not man for the Sabbath. What does that mean? The Sabbath was made for man, but not man for the Sabbath. Let me let the young brothers answer. Go ahead, Isaiah.
So the Sabbath was made for man, meaning that the Lord gave us this day to rest. And not man for the Sabbath would be yeah, that's the tricky part for me.
Okay, you want to take a shot?
Go ahead. Can I say what's I don't know the verse, but be not righteous over much.
Think simple. Always think simple. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. East Indians, they pray to the cow. We saw the video last week, right? They pray to the cow. They don't eat meat, right? For the most part, the East Indians, I think they're vegan or something. They don't like to eat meat. They don't like to kill the cow. The cow could walk all over them. The East Indians, you might need to look up some of the gods. You don't have to pull it up now, but they have a god in every part of the cow. Them cows have the big lump on their neck. There's a god in that. There's a god in the horns. There's a god in the snout. There's a god in the dung. You could look up. In fact, you might have to pull that up, Shapad. Just pull up Hindu or I think it's Hinduism or East Indian image of gods in the cow, and you'll see how much. Go ahead.
So every part of the cow, there's a god.
There's a god according to them.
Okay.
I done ate all the gods, and I'm gonna eat more of the gods, soon. Now, what if I say the East Indian would say, "Oh, you evil for eating meat," and I say what? The cow was made for man, not man for the cow. What does that mean?
It means the cow was meant for us to eat, not to worship the cow.
Switch it to the Sabbath now. Break it down.
So the Sabbath was made for us to rest, not for us to worship that day.
That's it. Not to be a slave to the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made for me to do what the hell I want to do. I can't force nobody to go work. I'm not required to come to work. But everything else I want to do on that day, I can do. You get the point? I can do. The Sabbath was made for man. The Sabbath is to serve me, not me to serve it. You understand? But the Christians, they'll make you serve the Sabbath. They'll make you, they go to church. For the Christian, their Sabbath is Sunday, which is why they're off so much. Look at it. Look at this shit. You could X out that thing there, the little yellow thing in the corner on the top of the screen. Yeah, you could X that out. Don't worry about it.
Salaki, sir, if I could.
Go ahead. Hold up. You can put the blue background on. Go ahead, Arawadia.
It's the goddess Lakshmi that resides within the cow.
Say that one more time.
The goddess Lakshmi in Hindu that resides in the cow dung.
Damn. Lakshmi is one of the main gods too. Go over there to see where media assets is on the right hand side. For 1 second now. Come down. Just stay away from that red button. All right. Go all the way to the bottom of that section. Scroll all the way down. Come up a little bit. Come up one more. You see the blue shield right there in the second row. Second row. You hit that. To water. I appreciate that. Lakshmi is in the dung. I did not know that. You could go back to the comments. To water. All right. So we don't got to serve that thing. I'm not bowing to that. I feed it grass and water, make sure it don't get foot in mouth, so I can put it on a plate. I'm doing it a kindness before its life comes to a short end. Because that thing was made for me. And brother, these animals, it's down there like they know they made for you. Like if you talk to any good farmer, you ain't got to pull that thing in the slaughterhouse. Even the sheep. That's why the term like sheep to the slaughter, because sheep they'll just go to be killed. They'll just go in there. And that's it. If you're a good farmer, if you're a horrible farmer, of course, they're going to quiver in a corner because they're hearing something and seeing you roughing everything up. But brother, you're a good farmer. These niggas will just lay down. They'll just lay down and that's that. They'll kick up when you slaughter them, but that's natural. Your body's going to try to fight to live. But they ain't going to fight you to go kill them. It's like they already know the shit. The Lord gave you stuff, whatever. You could grab a chicken up by the neck. He done. They're so fragile. You do that, their neck is broken up. And you put them in. They're made for me, not me for them. And it's the same thing with the Sabbath day, right? Read the next verse.
Verse 28. Therefore, the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath.
Right. Therefore, you and I, we're Lord of the Sabbath. We're Lord of the Sabbath. So now we're in captivity. There's stores open. If your slavery doesn't allow you to buy food on the Friday, you need to go to the store for something, man. Go to the store. in practice, in rehearsing the righteous acts, try to buy it in a week. Get the point? Nobody gonna come to and cut your head off for working or slaving on a Saturday, but in rehearsing the righteous acts, if I could get off, I'll get off. Now, if you're a priest and prophet in the Israelite school of the UPK, you are strongly urged to not slave on the weekend. Why? So you could come work for the Lord on the weekend. You get the point? You could come and work for the Lord on the weekend. What's the precept? We just read it. The priests work on the Sabbath day. That's how you could have a Sabbath service. What you're doing is in service of your nation. It's not an employment like selling tires. You get the point? Now, you brothers in here, you come to camp, right? Your day Saturday starts, depends on where you live, sometimes 6, 7 in the morning. The brothers from Virginia, they leave in 5, 6 in the morning to drive up to DC. And DC when we had to go to Virginia. If you have to get some for your household, is it even in your mind to get it on a Saturday? Oh. You'd be an idiot if you wait until Saturday, right? When you call your camp leader, it's slack, it's I need toilet paper. What are your camp leader going to say? So why are you trying to get it today? Brother, you had all week. How much time you heard that shit? You had all week to get this. Nobody charging you for the Sabbath day, but I need you at camp. I don't care about no damn toilet paper. Slack. You have all week. It's rehearsing. It's rehearsing the righteous acts. When we get our kingdom, will you need to go to camp? Oh, you love camp so damn much, huh? I love camp too, but I love counseling over oppressing the nations even more. I want the kingdom, so we don't need to have camp. I want to hear about a camp on the east side of Edom, where some devil is talking on the streets about their kingdom. Oh, I'm gonna fucking show up. I'm gonna stand on that corner with a hood on and listen. And as soon as he said, some death to the Israelites. And they see the fucking headpiece. I want Shabbat headpiece, big. And I want a sword. Boy. And as soon as that's down near the signal, I lift the damn hood up. And all of a sudden, niggas just start appearing out there everywhere. Nobody gets to run. What you was just saying? Say it again. Oh. Camp in the kingdom. Nah, brother. I want to crush camps in the kingdom. They're going to have their little rebellions. We're going to get the word. They're going to send a bird, a raven. The raven come and land. And take the little thing off his. There's a rebellion in Moab. What the fuck is wrong with them things? You know, you and this brother, y'all go down there. You'll handle that shit. You go handle. You can handle it. Yeah, go handle that shit. Or Isaac might say, "Salaki, so you know, just married my 15th wife. You know, trying to give her a son. Oh shit, Isaac, I forget that shit. But send one of your sons down there. He need to wet that sword. You still want to go to camp? All right, Tawada, brother. Listen, once again, we're not in a position to imagine the kingdom. We really don't know. You have to have time to think about it. You gotta be like, damn, I wonder what it's like to rule. What could it be like to really have real power over these people? Go ahead, Shapat, please. It's like for me. Just what you were saying, where you know, you unveil your hood and it's time for action. Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking about, you know, when our bodies change in that twinkling of the eye, and then we go to that Hebrew Academy with Christ in the wilderness, like we're gonna be on something else. We're gonna be able to destroy something too. You know, to go right along with that. They want to have camp in the kingdom. Say that one more time. You know, like when you say you put your hood, took your hood off, and it's time for business right there. Like how dangerous we would already be from Hebrew Academy in the wilderness, and the body changing in the twinkling of an eye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, I mean, we could sit and talk about this all day, but the problem is, at some time in the conversation, somebody's going to say, I got to. Come on, finish it up. Come on, Yatazar. Go to work. I got to go to work tomorrow. How much times y'all heard that shit? Hey, man, I got to go to work tomorrow. Imagine talking all night about extorting a nation. That's what these devils doing in them. You won't rehearse the righteous acts for that? You won't pay some tithes for that shit? You won't stop getting high, stop going to the strip club, stop aborting kids. You won't stop doing that just to be able to sit all night with the best liquor. I mean, grapes that you see grow and somebody put it in a press and you could go see where it ferments. And you staying up all night and you're all just talking about the math and what we could do and tax them 0.5% more. So when you see the oppressor talk about the housing market, it was 2.3%, but now it's 2.2%. That's better for buying. And you like, how is a point something of a percent? Because that's enough for them to still extort money from you. Yeah, I love camp. You all know I love camp. I love that pulpit of wood, brother. But I love it because of what it could get me. I don't love it to the point that I want that to be forever. I want to be able to put that pulpit in a museum. Just like how you go to the White House, that desk is there. They said it was made from some shit, the wood. It have a whole history with the wood they used to make the desk. And then the desk was, sat in by so many presidents. I want to have the pulpit up there and say, who stood on this command during Yahanna? Jeremiah Hyman, Jeremiah. Look at these pictures with this camp and this bootcase. That's the same podium. Can I touch it? No, you can't. Your fingerprints will deteriorate. The same thing they say in the museums. They don't let you touch shit because they say the oil from your hand going to deteriorate. I don't give a damn. I'm going to make up some myth. They say if you put your hand close to it, it'll break your fingers. Something. That's what I want. I want that shit. And because of that, I'll rehearse the righteous acts. Come on, Levi, real quick.
Me, I don't want. Not too long ago, they had a expose at the Penn Library in Philadelphia about the Haitian Revolution. So I went there and I'm looking at the documents that these people have, our records. And I'm just thinking about it, like how the hell these heathen have our stuff and I have to look at it behind a glass. I can't even touch it. Mm-hmm. This is how much rulership they have over us, where our stuff, they have control of it. And we just got to go looking at it behind a glass, or it's just
I mean, brother, it's so much power to get in this thing. Let me finish this the Sabbath one. Give me the last one I want in Luke, all right? Real quick. Luke 14. All right, and then we're gonna get into the 250. I think we have a heckler. Let me see that comment out. Shapat, let me see that comment out. You switched off of the screen way too fast. Hold on. We say who cares what day it is? Nobody works. Am I feeling my fellow ninjas? Great. I like them type of devils. I like them type of devils. He say, wow, you guys write yourself into every story. I think that's you, devil. Right. I think that's you. You're the last samurai. You're the last of the Mohicans. Right. Matt Damon make a movie saying the Martian, and it's about him. I was expecting to see aliens. He's the Martian. How many fuck is that? I don't get that shit. Right. How is you talking about we write ourselves into everything? Everything came from us. The Bible said Jacob is the former of all things. What is you talking about? But I like devils like that. Him, that's my bread and butter, brother. It's my bread and butter. Let me get his precept up.
This the book of start at 3, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 3. And Jesus answering spake unto the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day? Verse 4. And
right. So they're saying, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath day? Meaning this person who he healed had an affliction, and they would have had their affliction this whole life. And these fucking Christians trying to say he's evil. How many Sabbaths this man spent in hell, or this woman, whoever he healed? And they're so evil out. They're trying to say Christ is wrong for healing on the Sabbath day. They didn't understand the Bible. They didn't understand it, and they're stupid as, a box of rocks. They're dumb. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And they held their peace, and he took him and healed him and let him go. Verse 5. And answered them, saying, which of you shall have an ass or an ox fallen into a pit, it will not straight away pull him out on the Sabbath day? Verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And they could not answer him again to these things.
Yeah, he had to cut them. He's saying, you want to charge me for this dude. But which one of y'all donkey could fall into a ditch on the Sabbath day? Because, of course, they're the religious leaders. 1 second. And then you would not go pull him out. And they couldn't answer because they have done it. They probably did it that same day. That same day to come down there and charge him, they probably have some old expensive chariot driven by, donkeys or horses or something. And some shit happened that morning. And he's saying it. And they're like, oh, shit. How the fuck he know he did it? Cut it. Let's go. And that's usually how it happened at camp. You might see a brother might say something in mic at camp, and you see the person and they look and then they walk off. And you to the people looking is like, oh, he got cut. You have no idea if the Lord done had you say something that happened to that person 2 hours ago. Right. And in their mind is like, fuck he know. But they can't stand there, and that would mean you niggas is right. So they leave. You get the point? That's once again, this is his program, man. This is not ours. Like nothing we do or say is from our accord. Keep going on. When
you brought up the camp, I wanted to say a second thing, but the first thing, it was crazy. Like in the scripture where it say it brought up an animal. It's like it's evil. It's evil. You understand, and not understand, what the Lord really trying to say right there, because it's like they would have left their brother down there too. Like if their brother fell in the hole based off what they saying. You down there now. You got to stay there.
I mean, the Bible said the Lord will pour his spirit out into the youth. Young men gonna prophesy. Like that's a leveler. Like you okay, yeah, you'll pull your animal out the ditch. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling this brother out a ditch. He's in his ditch his whole life. Mm-hmm. You want me to leave him there one more day? You're an evil motherfucker. You're evil as shit. Okay. And that's okay. Dealing with Christians, their questions are not really questions.
Right.
They're just evil as shit. Mm-hmm. And you just being there, it bothers their existence. So they got to say something to do what? To make you look like them. They want you to be evil because they're evil. They're some evil ass motherfuckers. So that's it. So really, you're not going to find something that's saying don't buy on the Sabbath so much, because if you do, show it to me. It's possible I could have forgotten. Somebody could do a quick search if it comes up. But that's a conflated doctrine. You wouldn't be able to buy because nobody's supposed to be slaving. You would buy the day before. Now, we in captivity, we rehearsing the righteous acts. You may not, Saturday might be your only day off. I think there's an old video in Baltimore. This sister who used to go with them candy canes, right? The one who used to call himself the comforter. He died in prison from COVID. He got locked up from stealing money. They say he embezzled over $5 million from the organization. And this evil bastard tried to overthrow Commander General Yahanna. He tried to destroy him and took the schools and led a whole revolt against the general. And he erected this damn near black arm of the Christian church with the same red and white robes that the Catholics wear. And there was this sister that came to us in Baltimore, and she said, I'm glad this was a time we blazed on them niggas off the corner. That was one of my most favorite camps. Cursed them niggas out on the corner. Because we went to Baltimore, and they heard we were there and sent, I want to say about 100 or 150 men down there and just spread them out. And they started handing out flyers to everybody who was listening, trying to stop us. Man, Commander Yahanna got up there that day, bro. I saw a raw side of the general. God damn, he cursed them niggas out. And her sister came out and said, I'm glad you saying it. She said, because they tried to draw me in a council with the comforter dude, and he was known for just having sex with a ton of women through his power. She said she didn't want to go. And then the general said, well, what's the council about? She said, well, I work all the time, and my only day off is Saturday. And they said I was evil because I went to the store. And now she had to go up to New York to see him and sit in a room for hours and get berated. And then, he'll flip it and try to make her his wife, which is what he did to a lot of brothers in the school. Now you can tell me about, the Sabbath. Nigga, just come here. Come here on the Sabbath, pay your tithes, learn, and just trust the process. Trust the process and you'll be fine. Go ahead.
Lucky, I met a brother out here that was he was mad at me. I'm telling him I'm in I.S.U.P.K. and he was trying to take his fury out because of what that brother did. Said he was taking double tides. He was taking double tides in the school.
Oh, the candy cane dude.
I'm
gonna correct it, it's triple tides.
Okay.
And I don't know where the fuck that come from. They was evil as could be. Hold on. Okay. So lucky. Where we at? Okay, let me get my topic. All right. One second. Okay, so you have coming up America's anniversary celebration of 250 years, right? 250 years of independence. But now you had to really ask yourself, okay, that maybe you don't have to ask yourself, but I do. I tend to try to do a lot of America's history, their politics, their constitution, because I'm not used to their system. I'm not used to America's way of life and their system and how they operate. So I took a look at this Declaration of Independence, and it blew my mind out. It blew my mind. I don't know how much of you all have read it. Have you all read it? Okay, yeah, we're gonna get into it tonight. Go ahead, Levi.
I was gonna say I've read it in the past, sir.
You remember it though? It applies today something horrible. They talk about 250 years of excellence and this and that, and they don't never talk about all the genocide they committed on the Native Indians. They don't talk about the slavery and the oppression and the murder and the lynching they did of the Negroes in America, and by extension throughout all the Americas. You get the point? They never talk about it. So what exactly are you celebrating 250 years of? Let's see it. Somebody could pull it up and read it. Whoever has the Declaration of Independence, I need a good reader. Let's read it. Also, too, do you have the video from Bakwash? Bakwash, please send him that video up. All right, I'm gonna need that video in a short second. All right, let's go. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. All right.
Sir.
You might have to check your phone too. You could have sent it to your phone or something.
I'm ready to go too, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
The Declaration of Independence, adopted on July 4, 1776, in the public
Slow
domain.
down a little bit. Go ahead. No, I need just read the Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence in Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration.
Also, to pull up for me, it's a war. It's a famous war in 1791, I believe, with the Iroquois. They also call the what's the other name for the Iroquois? Something Manantaho, something like that is another name for that tribe. There was a famous war, I think, in 1791 that America lost. God and them bust their ass out. Go ahead with the declaration.
Sir. I also got that thing you talking about as far as the Iroquois, sir.
No, so what's the other name?
The other name is Salakia. Also, so the name of the war was the Northwest Indian War. And the other name was Manitou, Iroquois, Lenape.
Might be the first one, but give me the other thing too, please.
Sir. The Declaration of Independence in Congress, July 4th, 1776. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America.
Go ahead.
When in the course of human events,
this is exactly what they wrote to, I think it was King George. Somebody could double check that, whoever was in power in UK at the time. This was their complaint to Britain at the time. And this is what they declared. I think this is after about a whole year of war. I think it was started in 1775 with Paul Revere, when he said the British are coming. I believe that's 1775 or maybe a year before that. So this is after all of that. This is what they wrote as their final riot act to Britain, that We done with you. Right? Go ahead. When in the course?
When in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another.
Now hold on. This is the first fucking line. The first line. Brother, just understand what I'm telling you. The white man is a lying hypocrite. He's an absolute hypocrite. How could he write this having slaves? And then later on said the slaves that tried to escape had something called drapetomania, which was what they said was a mental illness of why slaves kept running away. When they ran away from Britain, it said during the course of human events, meaning in life, there's going to come a time where one group of people has to sever ties with another group of people. Why? Keep going.
And to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them.
Right. So this is just pretty language to say they're separating so that they could enjoy the powers of the earth that God wants everybody to have. But the slaves do. And the Native Indian people. Like that's not here because they have slaves and they've taken the land from the native people. But he's saying we want these powers that the Lord entitled everybody to have. Keep going.
A decent respect.
A what?
A decent respect.
Being 3/5 of a human.
A decent respect.
We take in your land.
A decent respect.
The Trail of Tears.
A decent respect.
Go live on a reservation.
A decent respect.
Go ahead.
To the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
They're saying that there comes a time where one people has to separate from another people. And it's merely to enjoy the powers that God wants us to have. And because of that, I have to write this to you to tell you why I'm separating from you. Just like, in today's society, it would be, people break up with people on the internet and they make a post. That's that. Make a long ass post about everything you do. This is a breakup letter here. The Declaration of Independence is a breakup letter between two horrible devils. Keep going.
We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
While they had slaves. While they took the land from the Native Indians. Go ahead.
That they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights.
Who?
With certain unalienable
This is
rights.
a Declaration of Independence while you had slaves. They say George Washington had what? 300 slaves?
Yes, sir.
Brother, they said he would move his slaves from Pennsylvania 6 months out of the year because there was some abolition act that they put in place that would give slaves freedom in the North. And so that his slaves wouldn't qualify, he would move them out of the state for a certain period of time. It's like, it's like they fire you just before your retirement so you don't get your pension. Brother, these people are you celebrating 250 years of a lie. It gets worse. Keep going.
That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's what everybody's familiar with. Come on.
That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
So now to be able to enjoy life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, men must make a government for themselves, by themselves. Meaning men had to get together and decide who's going to rule over them and be okay with these men ruling over them, which is where they say the democratic process comes from, which is opposite to England because their rulers come from what? An election? Where does their ruler come from? Well, some retard has sex with somebody they call a queen and make a prince, and the throne just passes to him. You get the point? Or some war and some other ruler would take it over. But they say, we're going to reject this king and we're going to elect somebody or a group of men who we think will chart our future and give us the rights to liberty. What is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Which is why it's so ironic that white people was protesting Trump with no King's Day. Because when you look at the history, it's damn near a mirror of what's going on. Go ahead.
That whenever any form of government becomes destructive.
Becomes what?
Destructive.
Becomes what?
Destructive.
Repealing Roe versus Wade.
Destructive.
Repealing, no, in fact, not repealing Roe versus Wade, trying to take away the birthright citizenship.
Destructive.
Destroying the whole federal government, firing everybody.
Destructive.
Sending your sons back to war.
Destructive.
Instituting tariffs that caused Americans to pay way more than they had.
Destructive.
Whenever a government becomes what?
Destructive.
Go ahead.
Of these ends.
Of these ends, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which white people are angry for today because Trump lied to them. Go ahead.
It is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new governments.
Now, hold on. They're saying their Declaration of Independence is like, we're going to do away with you because we're not happy with you. When you analyze what this king was doing, you see for yourself is exactly what Trump is doing right now. Brother, we're on the verge of something that's going to happen here. I mean, it's going to be amazing to see. Come on, Shabbat, please.
Quick question. UPK Makola said, is it the gradual abolition act, sir?
The Gradual Abolition Act. That's the name of the act that he didn't want his slaves to qualify for benefits act. So he would just move them to increase perpetual slavery. He just moved them, which is, again, the white man is cunning. Let's keep going now. Good time runner. Go ahead. That's right, Makula. That's definitely, I think that's the name of it. Go ahead.
Laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
He's talking about the oppressive government. That this oppressive government is going to lay certain things that is going to threaten their life, threaten their happiness, threaten their liberty. Now, what did we see happen in the last 2 years? That the average American, they started feeling like niggas. They started feeling a type of way. And somehow, there's like, we're losing America. Meanwhile, we've been complaining forever about it, and they didn't care. So it's like the Lord, the general always say, for our life to get better, white people have to understand what it is to be black and Latino. And white people understood it. It crystallized in their brain with that lesbian broad who got shot in Minnesota, and then the other guy who got shot in his back, the doctor or the medic or whatever he was, the nurse. They was like, how could you just gun down an innocent man? He didn't do nothing. And that's what they say. He didn't do nothing. Now you know what it feels like. Now you understand it. Keep going.
Prudence, indeed, will dictate that governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes.
So now he's saying prudence, indeed, meaning wisdom, will say. In other words, he's saying, I'm not writing this Declaration of Independence so that anybody who is upset with the government should just overthrow it. You shouldn't just overthrow it for any light transient causes. What are those light transient causes? Slavery, poverty, the housing market, too much tax, if you're black. That's light and transient. So what? You get beaten up, you cop shot you, whatever. Accidental discharge. He shouldn't have been resisted. Not light transient stuff. Go ahead.
And accordingly, all experience have shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
We just went over that in class. He's saying, I'm not saying just by any whim and fancy, you should just come together and overthrow your rulers just because you're upset. He's saying, I'm not saying that. And he say, even experience with ruling, we know that the natural way of man is just to suffer what's going on rather than change from what they're accustomed to. Meaning, people will suffer some sort of discomfort rather than try to change it. So I'm not giving you a license to do it, and I know it's not as easy to do like that because you know what they say, let worse prevail till better could be done. You ever heard that? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now devils today say they have a saying. What do they say? We don't desire perfection, we're happy with good. Because they're caught in a quandary now because Trump done lied to them. So they'll if you ask them, are they angry with America? They say no, but I believe we don't need to seek perfection. We're good where we're at. We're just, yes, we did some bad things, but we're good. Well, that's different to what Christ said. Christ said, be ye perfect. That's what he said in the Bible.
That's right.
All right, keep going.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpations.
Read that again.
But when a long train of abuses.
When there's a long list of abuses done by this ruling government. Go ahead.
And usurpation.
And usurping authority, meaning you going against what's the established thing. So he's now charging them with breaking the chain of command and doing things out of order. You're abusing us and you're out of order. Go ahead.
Pursuing.
What's the king name? Anybody looked up the king? George III. So he's charging King George III with abusing the American colony and usurping his authority, meaning they have certain laws and protocols that he's not following. He's breaking them when it comes to them. That's according to George Washington and them. Go ahead.
Pursuing invariably the same object evidence.
Hold on, let me catch up to you. What's the last thing?
After usurpation, sir. But
usurpation,
when a long
go ahead.
Pursuing invariably the same object or object evidences, a design to reduce them under absolute despotism.
Right?
Despotism.
All this pretty language, Jack. It's rough reading shit from the past. It's rough, but if you take your time, you can get it. He's saying, after a long list of abuses and usurping your authority, you pursuing the same evidence. That's what evidences mean. The evidence that designed to reduce our rights under absolute despotism. I mean, a despot is somebody who rules with an absolute authority. What I say goes, that's that, blah. Just think the British crown. You get the point? Like a dictator or authoritarian or a Trump. You get the point? Or a Trump. You get the point? That's really who he's describing. Go ahead.
It is their right. It is their duty.
That's he's talking about the people who under this type of person. He's saying it is their right and their duty, go ahead,
to throw off such government.
Now, according to the Declaration of Independence, Black and Latino people should separate from America.
That's right. Yeah.
We should just fully separate. We're under a despot. They all been despots. George Bush got up and told the world. I remember it so clearly. September 11, 2001. I think about 4 or 5 days later, the United Nations leader or president then, his name was Kofi Annan, some African. He said, listen, man, we're going to send NATO in. We're going to get to the bottom of this terrorist attack. George Bush got up in a speech to address the nation. He said, anybody who is not with us is against us. We're going to bomb tomorrow. He was absolute about it. He didn't care. We've been suffering under these despots forever. According to your language, we should reject you. We should separate from you because we have object evidences that you are designing things to destroy our life, our liberty, and our pursuit of happiness. According to your 250 years of independence, if we are to be American, we should separate from you. You can't be Black and Hispanic and be American and join the white man. To join him is un-American. Because to be American means you've got to separate from a tyrant. Taxation without representation is tyranny. If you are an American, you have to separate from a despot. You have to separate from authoritarianism. You have to. Keep reading.
And to provide new guards for their future security.
Right? And now you have to separate and provide new guards for your future security. You have to separate and put things in place so that in the future, your life, your liberty, and your pursuit of happiness is preserved, which is why the UPK doesn't join with anybody. Our ways, the UPK has ways that is unlike anybody else's. We're totally separate. You're too rough. You're too loud. You're too this. You're too that. It's to keep you out. It's to keep you out of here. We don't want to find out later that you're a coward. We don't want to find out in the heat of the battle when we're surrounded by the KKK, which already happened. And we looking, like how the fake Israelites say, when they were shooting at me on the corner, you was nowhere to be found. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. Of course they're gonna run. How Akkad said, if me and my Akim start to argue, is about who gonna bite the bullet. And that's what he said. Come on, huh? There's a difference between us and you. We'll never join with you. We are trying to separate and preserve something that could never be taken.
That's right.
Never.
That's right.
And if you want to be an American, you're gonna have to separate from this place.
That's right.
You're gonna have to separate and chart your own course.
That's right.
Thankfully, the Lord gave us the blueprint. Keep reading up.
Such has been the patient suffering of these colonies.
Now, these colonies, these is rich white men. These is rich white slave owners. Patience for what? For the cotton to come in? That's what you suffering? Waiting for them to weigh the cotton? What does Revelations 13, 9, and 10 say? Give me Revelations 13 and 10. Quickly. Give me the young brother here, reader. Revelations 13, 9, and in fact, read from 9 quickly. Because we're right up on time. Brother, after I read this thing, I think I'm going to enroll in one of these schools in DC to study American history and American studies. I need to understand this devil a little more because I realize he's the devil. But if you could understand him with the Spirit of the Lord, you will see really how to rule this damn place. He's literally telling you here in his Declaration of Independence that they're going to celebrate 250 years of, that you should separate. How could you read this and not think, I need to separate? I need to make my own. Reading Revelation 9, Slack. You had that up? Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Sir. When I studied, General Muhammad had said something in class, sir, that made me go and read something about the Haitian Revolution.
Come on.
And what I find out, sir, is that the great colonial grand planteurs, they call them, that owned the plantation in Haiti, they was trying to do this. They was trying to separate from France. Brother. And the king, the devils are so diabolical, sir. They arm black men. They arm black men, and this is how a lot of the Levite, they became powerful because the devil was using black men against the devil and against the mulattoes.
You're going to find that in so much history. You're going to find that with Issachar. You're going to find that tactic so much. So listen, bro, I remember I was working on a halfway documentary with Simeon and Levi years ago. You're going to make me go look for them tapes. Like, I'm going to call you to say that shit there. Brother, France said Haiti was the jewel, the prime jewel in the crown of France. Haiti had so much fucking power because them brothers, once they separated, France wasn't getting no more money. And I do believe that domino effect caused the French Revolution because Europe was fighting at the same time and the money wasn't coming in. So it's like they had a fight in Europe and they had a fight there. All that led to the whole concept of the European Union. They said never again must they fight amongst each other because it costs too much to rebuild it back. They said we had to come together and dominate the earth. But brother, it was down there like a domino effect or very side by side at the same time, the Haitian Revolution and how it affected Europe. Like they downplay it because they don't want you to see the power in separating. But brother, what Levi did, it toppled the world economy down there. You get the point? Let's keep reading now. Oh, it's lucky. Read down Revelations 13, 9, and 10.
Revelations chapter 13, chapter 10.
Verse 9. Verse 9.
Verse 9.
Uh-huh.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's what the Bible says. That's written in red. Christ said that. If a man lead into captivity, he has to go into captivity. If a man slaughters and murders with the sword, he must be slaughtered with the sword. Keep going.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Now, there's some people who is patiently waiting for this to happen. Who are those people? In short, come on.
I raised my hand. I am. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, give me it according to the precept quickly.
Those who practice
those who went into slavery, and those who was killed by the sword. That's who's patient. That's we're patiently waiting because we are suffering those things. What the fuck is he suffering? Read that part in the thing again. Huh?
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies.
The colonies, oh, poor colonies. Poor colonies. King George sent you all out to cut cane. Tend to the horses. You all was living fat and wealthy, and he was taxing the skin off of you, and you don't want to pay no more taxes. Like who? Like who? Like Trump. Remember, he doesn't want to pay the taxes. Remember, he didn't even want to turn over his tax records. Remember? Because he wants to make all this money without paying the damn taxes. You understand? Keep going.
And such is now the necessity of which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
And now, because of all of this, because of all the suffering, and because of all the abuse and the usurpations, all while they're whipping slaves out. They're writing this, whipping slaves, and they're writing this. Somebody in that somebody look up. Oh, hold on. I think it's that same war. We probably can't go into that war in 1791. But somebody look up where George Washington gave an order to go burn, I think it's the same Iroquois, to go burn their fields out. Somebody look it up. There's a speech he made or order he gave to burn the fields of these Native Indians. And they said, he told them to just burn everything so that they starve. And he said a few other things. Please, somebody look it up quickly. What's going on? What you need?
I need the charges to keep reading.
Let's use the other one in the meantime.
Okay, sir.
Let's use the other one in the meantime. Oh, for your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, no sweat. All right, no sweat. Don't worry about it. Just focus on the thing. He got it. Go ahead.
Such has been
he got it. Ain't no sweat. To water too.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
So right, all the slavery that George Washington and them went through, all this oppression and having their babies sold, they have to alter their state. If you altered your state just from extra taxes and England giving you new laws, what should we do for what you did to us? Shouldn't we at least separate from you? Shouldn't we at least say, you know what? We'll do better than what you did. You fought the British and held taxes. We'll pay you your taxes and not worship your God and not celebrate your Thanksgiving, not celebrate your Christmas, because that's the American way. The American way is to separate from a tyrant, from a despot, and to write an article of independence. Well, it's already written for us. It's the Bible. And the Bible says, gather together, O nation not desired. One line. We don't need a whole dissertation here. We don't need that shit. We got one line. We one hitter quitter. Gather together, O nation not desired. If you are Black and Latino and you want to be a real American, you should separate from America according to their Declaration of Independence. Right. Go ahead,
Makula asks, is it the Washington Farewell Address 1796?
I can't remember the name of it, but check the speech where he said, go burn everything. Go ahead, please read what he said.
Yeah, if I may, sir. It's the most well-known of these action was the Sullivan Expedition in 1779.
I think that's the Sullivan. I think that's the name I remember. Go ahead.
And Washington's written orders to Sullivan
that's
included
1779. This is after independence.
Right.
3 years. Go ahead.
His written orders included directing the campaign against the hostile tribes of the Six Nations.
Why are they hostile? Why are the 6 nations, the hostile, remember they get together. Why are they hostile?
Ensuring the total destruction and devastation of their settlements.
Why? Why you think they're hostile? You was hostile 4 years before.
Right.
You don't understand when another man is hostile, when you threatening his life and liberty and pursuit of happiness. You don't understand that. No problem. For the 250 anniversaries, instead of lighting a grill, separate from America. Be a real American if you really want to. I ain't finished, Levi. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Explicitly ordering his troops to ruin their crops now in the ground and prevent their planting more.
He ordered them to burn all their crops. They ran them off the land. Then he said, burn the crops and destroy the ground so they can't come back and plant no more. I think it says it there. He said, I want them to starve to death. Not be killed in war in them. To waste away. Brother,
right there, sir.
It says it. Please read it.
It says here, the expedition successfully destroyed over 40 villages and burned an estimated 160,000 bushels of corns and extensive food stores. As a result, thousands.
Hold on. They threw tea in the river over Britain because Britain was ruling over them and being oppressive. What the fuck God and Reuben did to you for you to do 160 bushels of corn? You just destroy people. Keep going on.
As a result, thousands of indigenous people were displaced and forced to seek refuge at British-held Fort Niagara, where many perished from the subsequent winter conditions and starvation.
That they wanted to just kill everybody. You were our King George Washington. You were the British to us. And we still came and served you and fought in your military and been your native Indian code talkers and showed you how to survive and share culture with you, you devil bastard.
Right. Block it, sir, if I may.
Your 250 years is going to sign, seal, and deliver the Lord's judgment. Go ahead, Arawadia, please.
By the way, this Sullivan expedition was during the Revolutionary War.
See? After they don't get their independence, right? After they don't declare it, I should say. Like they wrote this nice dissertation and still couldn't see our humanity in the shadow of theirs. Keep reading this thing here.
The history of the present king of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having indirect object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world.
So now he's saying the history of King George in Britain is repeated offenses, abuses. What have you done to us, America? What is your history that you gonna celebrate? You tell me. You'll go look up the battle at Little Bighorn or the Battle of Wounded Knee. Go look up those things, man. Go look up the Trail of Tears. What have you done to us repeatedly? Should we not separate? Should we not do the same thing? Right. If you really want to be independent, you want to celebrate 4th of July, separate. Separate from America. Start it on the 4th. Your declaration is already read. Keep going. No, there's a few. There's about, I forget how much. There's about 20-something items he wrote here of charges against Britain. All right. Give me, hold on, let me see where we are. Give me number 5. They're not numbered, so you had to count down.
Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5. I got it, sir. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with many firmness, with manly firmness, his invasions on the rights of the people.
Now, read that again.
He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions on the rights of the people.
Now, representative houses is like your political houses or your departments that oversee certain things with the people. They say King George dissolved all of that. Anybody who came up against him. What did Trump do the first week, the first month in office? Department of Education, gone. This one, gone. Federal this gone. That gone. Anybody who even talk about him, gone. Give me give me 2 down from that one.
Khan. He has endeavored.
Now read this slow. You got to get this one. Go ahead.
He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states.
He said King George has ventured or was driven to stop the population of the states, of the colonies. Look how.
For that purpose, obstructing the laws for naturalization of foreigners.
So King George stopped immigration.
Yep. Damn.
We shouldn't separate. That's what Trump is doing right now. He had a whole ICE campaign. George stopped foreigners from coming out. He said, no, we're going to stop the naturalization of foreigners. America rebelled. What should we do for ICE deportation and ICE? But shouldn't we just separate? Shouldn't we have our own independence? Now, this is their declaration. This is what they separated from Britain from. Exactly what they're doing to us today and even back then. Read on.
Refusing to pass others to encourage their migrations hither and raising the conditions of new appropriations of lands.
They made laws so nobody could come and get lands. So everybody had to stay where they are because they didn't want the colonies to grow. They had their own immigration. I'm going to get the next one. Go ahead, Shapat.
I mean, even though they foreigners, it sound like what they doing today where they don't want Latinos to come in, but
that's
they
the point
bring
I'm
in
just making up. It's the same ICE. It's the same ICE thing that he's doing with us. You get the point? Come on.
I'm saying like they bring in Ukrainians though. They bring in, you know.
Okay, don't think that part. Think he's stopping the growth of the people here. That's what you want to think of. He's stopping the growth of people coming and getting land and sending the kids to school. And King George did that to the founding fathers, and they was fed up of it. We should separate. We should have our own independence. Go ahead.
If I may, so real quick, I don't want. Would that not be similar with the big corporations that are benefiting from Levi and Issachar, being here, and now Trump is affecting their business?
Well, now this is the mirror. The mirror is there's a gulf starting to develop between white conservatives and white loyalists to Trump. And because of what happening, he talked a good game in the campaign, but they're not seeing it. The business is getting hurt. The tariffs mean that they had to spend 1.5, 2 times to order the same goods from China and wait 6 months. So now there's like, are we still going to support this man, or do we get him out? Are we going to have our own revolution? And the loyalists is saying, stick with him, give him time. Same thing with King George. Same thing with them back then. You get the point? That's what's starting to happen. They're starting to have a divide. Starting to have there's a little schism going on that they're not seeing. All right. Give me give me 2 down from that one.
He has made judges.
No, hold on. Get ready. Next one.
He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms.
No, not that one. The next one after the one. Go up. He has obstructed.
He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers.
Now, his assent to laws, meaning he's going to have to assent to stand. So you stand to the law, like you stand when a general walk in. He's refusing to stand to the law. And because of that, he obstructed the judicial process. Now, brother, at this point, I had to Google this document 3 more times because I thought this was some fake AI shit. I couldn't believe this was the Declaration of Independence. I thought some college student wrote this shit and then duped me out. And I couldn't find a different one. So somebody out there, If with the real Declaration of Independence, please stand up. Because this cannot be it. This because Donald Trump is King George. I mean, brother, let's read some more. Did you get it here from Bukwash? You'll bear with me. Bukwash, please, I'll give him a call. I don't know where he sent it. You'll bear with me a little bit. I'm going to go over the time a little bit. Because this year, I can't believe it. Go ahead.
To the next one?
Yeah, please.
He has made judges dependent on his will alone.
Read that again.
He has made judges dependent on his will alone.
Ain't that what the Supreme Court Justice, the SCOTUS, is made up of? It's 7 judges, I believe. I think 4 of them is Republican. And he's been working on that since 2016. They had some case they was on. I forget which one it was. If it was Roe. You know what? Hold on. Shapat, he sent me the damn video. Salakia. I think he sent it to me. How you want me to send it to you? Okay, hold on. I'm sending it to you right now. All right. Salakia Bukwash. You might need to get the timestamp though. I don't think he sent me the timestamp of it. Just text him and ask him for the timestamp of the thing. You play it at the end, all right? Read that last part again,
Khan. He has made judges dependent on his will alone.
Go ahead.
For the tenure of their offices and the amount and payment of their salaries.
Ain't that Donald Trump? Brother, Lord allow Shapat to get this video up and find the time, but I'm going to just say it now just in case we don't get. There was some case, I forget if it was the Roe v. Wade or the birthright. The birthright citizenship, they just ruled on that on Monday. But there was something else before. I forget the actual case that the Supreme Court ruled against Trump. I think it could be the ICE thing. And Trump went on, he got in front of the camera and he said, they are a disgrace to their family and America. They should be ashamed of themselves. They are an embarrassment. And somewhere in that speech, he said, what the hell did we put you there for? If you want to be an American and you're Black and Latino, you need to separate.
That's right.
If you really want to be American, if you really want to be America, you have to separate.
That's
you
right.
can't join. Because
right.
America didn't join George.
Right.
And George is doing the same thing Trump is doing.
That's right.
The only thing I see in here that the only thing George didn't do was grab them by the PUSSY. I looked up and down in here for that shit, and I didn't see it. But I somehow think it's going to come up later. Keep reading.
He has erected a multitude of new offices.
Say it again.
He has erected a multitude of new offices.
ICE.
He has erected a multitude of new offices.
Doge.
He has erected a multitude of new offices.
Go ahead.
And sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people.
Brother, at this point, I'm sure this was an AI dupe. I'm sure this can't be the Declaration of Independence. I think I just wasted the last hour. Anybody knows if this is the real one? Because at this point, this is 2025, 2026. He erected a whole new office and sent swarms of officers to harass their people. Is this what George Washington wrote in 1776? Anybody know? Because I don't think it. I didn't send you the article, right?
No.
I didn't send it to you. You pulled it up on your phone. How the fuck we put up the same fake news? How the hell we do that shit? You have it? How long is this tape? You might could just play the whole thing. It's just hit share right there on top. No, right there in the tab. No, right. Just look right above the picture. Right. Make the whole screen big. Come down in the video. Make the whole screen big. Make sure the volume is up before you play. All right. Online. Pause. Online. Let me know if you could hear it. Go ahead.
Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs. Deeply disappointing.
Right. The Supreme Court ruling on tariffs.
Members of the court.
Let's go back and pause.
Absolutely ashamed.
Pause it. Pull it back a little bit. He said this is for the tariffs. When the Supreme Court ruled that he has to pay back all the tariffs he charged. I don't know if you remember that shit. All the tariffs he was charging, they say he had to pay it back. That's unconstitutional. He come out, Pull it back when he coming out again. Pull it back. Pull it. Listen, you need to be independent, Black and Latino. Go ahead. Look at him. He vexed.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing. And I'm ashamed of certain members of the court. Absolutely ashamed.
Pause.
I'd like to.
Why is he ashamed of certain members? Because he put them there, just like George did. It says he has made judges dependent on his will. He's doing the same thing. Go ahead.
To thank and congratulate Justices Thomas, Alito, and Kavanaugh for their strength and wisdom.
Pause. That's the 3 judges that voted that he could keep it. I think 2 of the other 4 was put in there before with Biden and Obama. And then the other 2 or one of them is a Republican that switched the vote. So he's thanking the 3 that stood with him. But he go ahead.
And love of our country. The Democrats on the court are thrilled, but they will automatically vote no. They're an automatic no, just like in Congress. They're an automatic no. They're against anything that makes America strong, healthy, and great again. They also are a, frankly, disgrace to our nation, those justices. Others think they're being politically correct, which has happened before far.
So he's saying the Democrats, they're going to vote against him anyway. But he said the others are a disgrace to our nation, meaning the other Republican that was supposed to vote his way is a disgrace. Keep going.
Too often with certain members of this court, and it's happened so often with this court. What a shame.
What a shame.
Having to do with voting in particular, when in fact they're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats, and not that this should have anything at all to do with it. They're very unpatriotic and disloyal to our Constitution.
Pause. He said they're fools and lapdogs because he put them there to vote when he say vote and to not vote when he say don't vote. And that's why he says some of them call themselves being politically correct. They're going off script, which is why, if you notice, he ran the second time and he didn't have Vance with him. Remember? Not Vance. What's his name? Pence. Mike Pence was there the first time. Remember, Pence was supposed to not concede. Pence conceded. He said, fuck this nigga. He's done. He's done. This is King George. This is George Act. Let's keep reading now. It's a couple more and we done.
He has kept among us.
Read that last part again about ICE in 1776. The British ICE. I don't know if that's a different type of ICE from coming from across the pond.
He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance.
Wow. Nobody talking about all the money and goods ICE done took in these raids. Nobody talking about that shit. If police does get accused of stealing your shit, you think these ICE agents is just here for the illegals, and that's it? You get deported. Who the fuck gonna take your car and shit? Who gonna take all your money?
Salagi, sir. This right here, after you done broke it down, this is gonna be my next camp speaking. But I think all I'm gonna get out is shalom. I think you're gonna get up on that. Yes, Salagi, what you said is important.
Listen, I'm still going after the class just to make sure this is the real thing. Because right now I still don't believe it's real. I think they have got the damn internet so plugged. I'm getting fed an AI one, and this is not the real Declaration of Independence because I can't believe it. Keep going.
He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without the consent of our legislatures.
What is that? What is standing armies among the people without the permission from the legislative or the Congress?
The National Guard.
That's the National Guard. So George put National Guard among you and you felt oppressed. You separated. We should separate from America to be American. It's kind of like an oxymoron. You would think to become something, you have to join it. If you want real equality, you have to separate. That's their Declaration of Independence that you love so much. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Ain't that what Will Smith said in the damn movie? When he made the movie about the nigga? In the pursuit of happiness, you can't join them. You cannot do it. Let me see if there's any more. Hold on. Skip down for cutting off.
For cutting off our trade with all parts of the world.
You need y'all need more? Brother, I don't think there's any. Hold on. I can't hold on. It's so much. It is so much.
For transporting.
Give me not just before transporting.
Okay. For depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury.
That's Trump for sure. Hold on, no. Skip down. There's another transporting one. He is at this time transporting.
Honorable Khan.
He has plundered.
Honorable Khan. He got it. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coast, burnt our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people.
How could you write that and then write the Treaty of Sullivan or something, the Sullivan Declaration, and tell them go burn everybody? We have to. If this is a blueprint of the free world, we must separate. We must. We have to. That's what the official report says. You ever hear the what they call the coroner's report? We're doing a whole autopsy on the Declaration of Independence. We're cutting this thing down the middle and seeing the real cause. The real thing, the findings we finding right now, coming straight from the morgue, is that we have to separate. That's right. We have to. There's no other way. Give me one more. Give me the last one.
Very last one?
The very last one. He has excited.
Yep. He has excited domestic insurrections amongst us.
Well, who are we talking about? We talking about George or Trump? Read on.
And has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers the merciless Indian savages, whose known rule of warfare is an undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions.
He's saying George threatened to recruit Gad and Reuben to fight against them. And George is saying that's so unfair because Gad and Reuben have a reputation of being merciless. Well, you have a reputation of being merciless too. And according to your declaration, you was merciless because you felt you was being oppressed. So you the savage. You the ruthless devil savage. And we need to appeal to somebody to separate from you.
That's right.
Like you mad about it. And this here, brother, there's a whole other side of this I wanted to go into. You know that they have a love-hate affair with things they want to kill. The white man, he'll go kill a deer, but he'll become the deer to kill the deer, put the deer piss on him, and dress up like the deer. The white man will do the same thing with Gad and Reuben. And that's why still today you have the Washington Redskins, the Kansas City Chiefs, the the Atlanta Indians. Why his helicopters are called, the missiles is the Tomahawk, and the this and the cars is the Cherokee. Because even though he loves to hate us and murder us, he can't help but have an admiration for us. He can't help but do it, which is why even January 6th, remember that Q Anand Shaman, the one who stormed the Capitol dressed like a native Indian, because even though he hates us, he knows our fight against him was for real freedom. He looked at how we fought against him and resisted him. Like, these people are really free. I'm not really free. I don't have an identity. I'm just known as a failed Brit. You just have America. You are a failed Briton that just came over here and wanted to be like Britain, but you couldn't really be like Britain. So you chose the next best thing, which was to become American. So the only way to become American is to kill the American and then become him. If you really want to separate, if you really want to celebrate 4th of July, you must separate from America. It's a necessity. You have to do it, or else you're not really American. You don't believe in the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution. With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Boy. Quickly, though.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street of Harlem, New York, under command of Jenny Yahanna. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. The upcoming holy convocation, we have the memorial. We have the memorial of the blowing of trumpets. That's the first day of the 7th month. That'll be Friday, September 11th of this year. You can find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verses 24 through 25. As well, we do have the I.S.U.P.K cookouts, annual cookouts coming up. This week is in Tennessee. The cookouts dates are posted. Check out our website and our social media. You understand, to get these dates. Remind Slag, you want to add anything, sir?
No, you good.
Remind Akim and Akwati to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, used to wear all black, which includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, black hair on a scarf. And with that, I say Amajim, which means the same. This is you can stay seated. Men of Israel, we're gonna give one courteous salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Yajimata, Saul, which means to turn. Sisters, you can stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courteous salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Abani Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Yajimata, class dismissed.
As soon as you're able to.